Ladies, gentlemen, hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to my epic streams. Welcome to my epic streams. How you all doing? I hope you're all very well. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. Hello, everyone. Who have we got? We've got Insert Your Coin. We've got Joanne. Joanne, I'll talk about the donations in just a second. Hello, Tedmus. Hello, Doctor Who fan number 9. Hello, who else have I missed? Dr. Frew, Hacks Process, Leo Quagira. The Doctor has a... Oh, God, the Doctor's here. Oh, dear, I better be... So, hello, Doctor. Hello, Thomas Baker. Dilu Sutherland, Triton, as always. We've got the regulars in town. Lovely use of the custom emojis. Hello, Danny, not here for long. I've got a date. Oh, my God, where you going? Going for a nice meal? Hello, Trainer Rad. Hello, Paul. Hello, the Scaro. Oh, welcome. Are we feeling super epic excited? Because I am. Hello, I think I already said Tedmus. Ashton Mitchell. Hello, hello, hello. Got my quarter of my McDonald's wrap left. Well, at least I hope you enjoyed the countdown while you were eating it. Hello, Raludom, if I pronounced that correctly. JD, hello. God, look at this. We've got a lovely group of people in. So, let me just make something clear if any of you are confused by the TTS donations. So, if anyone donates, what should happen is it should appear on screen. Okay, it should now appear on screen, and there should be a little text-to-speech that reads out your little message or your name. So that's just word of the wise. I've not tested it. Well, I tried to test it with my DTDW Reacts account. Nothing come up. So I don't know if it's working or not. The only way we're going to find out is if somebody donates. Just saying. So yeah, likelihood is if anyone becomes a member, if anyone super chats, anyone donates, because there's two ways to donate now. You've got the normal super chat, or you've got the link that I've pinned. The link that I've pinned is Stream Elements. I get more of that money, basically. So if you super chat... There we go, look at that!
Penny Skeenies tipped 10. Oh my god, I haven't spoken in years. Was it always this expensive?
It works! It works! Oh, was that an old one? Because it's not come up on my chat. What the hell? Oh no, wait, because it won't come up in chat. You tipped. Obviously, it's got the currency wrong. But Skinny Penis... Penny Skeenus, thank you for donating the 10. I appreciate that. It bloody works. What the flip? That's nuts. Do a great stream, Danny, and you may enter the TARDIS for about 2 seconds. That's crazy. You have to donate through the link for to be a TTS. No, you don't, Tedmus. You can do it through Super Chat. Super Chat should also be a text-to-speech. That's what it says it should do. I've set it up so it should. But if you want a 100% guarantee, use the TTS donation link. But the super chat should work as well. So do that at your own risk. But yeah, Penny Skeenus, thank you as always. You absolute legend. Appreciate that. You're now embedded into the video itself. That's the perk of this text-to-speech. You'll be embedded. So that's what we love. Dylan, skinny what? Skinny penis. Oh, man. Anyways, today is exciting. We are going to be reacting to my super old Season 1 review. The good thing is, I've completely forgotten everything I've said in it. I remember what I ranked the episodes, because that's the only bit I tend to remember. I don't remember my exact criticisms. I don't remember my exact jokes. So, who knows what it's going to be. Crow tipped 2.
Crow tipped 2. PP Pipe is Pizza.
What does that even mean?
Frey Street tipped 5.
Thank you very much, Frey Street, and thank you very much, Crow, as well. Cheers for the donations. It works! It bloody works! I'm so happy. Do you know how long I spent setting that up? Oh man, ages. Frey Street, Crow, legends. I've got to find a way to keep the tip, because the only problem I've got is if you tip through the other link, the Stream Elements link, it doesn't come up on my screen. So I could very well miss something, but I don't know. But either way, cheers guys, appreciate that. Wowee! Isn't it nice when you work on something and it works? Season 1 review, remove dust from old book. Meant it to be like plastic Mickey's pizza. Darling, sugar, darling. Just to clarify, this is not Series 1, this is Season 1. Series 14. I don't want to react to my other video again. I've already done a 7-hour video on that. We're witnessing Danny become a pro. You guys, you're seeing me evolve, right? You should see the first stream I ever did. I had to have like the chat in a horrible box, and I was just waffling for so long. Now we've got this. We've got your funky little donations. I'm going to change it over time so that it's maybe like a TARDIS or like a PNG of me being like. But you know, we're working on it. Bro is like a massive streamer now. Well, I have to be like this because you guys keep donating like crazy. So you know what I mean? I have to up it. I have to give you guys your money's worth. But I appreciate everyone that's donated. Thank you. Isla, hello.
Dill Sutherland tipped 1.99. If this doesn't work, you have to binge Chib's Era.
It works! The super chat works! And I don't have to watch the Chibs Era! Joke's on you, Dilu Sutherland! Yes! Nuts! I'm so happy, man. I'm so gassed about that. That's so crazy. Thank you for the $1.99. It's too hard, lol. Joanne, you donated before, remember? It works the same way. But I'm so happy with that. I'm so happy. Right, anyways, cheers. That's made my evening. You're lucky. Let's crack open a little beverage. Because we might be here a little while. You know what I mean? Right, gang. We'll give it another few minutes and then we'll head over to the video itself. It's so adorable. What can I say? Does it work for YouTube Super Chats? It does, Bethy. We've just tested it and it looks like it's worked. So massively, massively happy with that. I'm going to set it so that like the bigger the donation, the longer it stays on.
Dr. Fru tipped 2.78. Space babies is a crime against humanity.
Yes, it is, Dr. Fru. I love this so much. Thank you, Dr. Fru. It is indeed. The only thing it doesn't do is say the currency, and the currency comes up wrong. So I've got to figure that out. But I'm so happy, man. It works. So cool. Oh man. Evening. Remember to watch this time. Looking forward to this. Hope all is well. Hello, Mog. Welcome back. Don't you have to watch Chib's Era when you're redoing the 5-hour video? Don't remind me, Moppus. Don't remind me. On the bus right now, I'm a dedicated viewer. Well, Isla, that's what I love, right? That's what I love. Space Babies reminds me of Twin Dilemma for some reason. Well, we're going to get to it. I can't remember exactly what I said. Hear me out right. With Space Babies, I can enjoy it because I love 15/Ruby, and watching them having fun together is so entertaining. For me, it's an episode where I can forgive the silliness because of the characters. Time Shadow, you know, 90% of the time I believe you're rage baiting. But fair enough. To me, the characters are too weak because it's the first episode, really, of their run. Obviously, you've got Church on Ruby Road, but it's like the first of the series. To me, they're not fleshed out enough for that dynamic to work.
Crow tipped 2. Don't forget to click below and subscribe to the official Doctor Who YouTube channel.
That's right, Crow. Although you should have changed Doctor Who YouTube channel to DTDW. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Bethy tipped 1.99. Hey from Beth and Ollie, smiley face emoji, been binging these vids.
Thank you, Beth and Ollie. I appreciate you guys massively. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I can't say I've recognised your name from the stream before. I don't know if you have been here before. Apologies if I haven't or if I've forgotten. But thank you so much for the $1.99 and welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, this is the nuttiest thing, alright? I feel like Mr. Beast now. Even though he doesn't do this, does he? I don't know, Mr. Beast. I'm not quite at the stage where I'm being donated enough yet to go and give 4 million to some rundown village. I'm afraid, unfortunately. Right, okay, we've established everything. Everything's working. Everything's up and running. Partners in Crime is the worst opener for me. That is disgusting.
Penny Skeenies tipped 5. Change it so the larger the donation, the louder it is, to the point where 50 is almost deafening.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you again, Penny Skeenies, for the 5. I will definitely... I'll try that. I'll do it. So if someone donates like 10,000, you're all going deaf. Like, you're all completely deaf. But thank you again for the 5. 5 doubloons. Danny, have you watched Verily Bitchies? I can't say that name. Video on Interstellar Song Contest. I feel like you touched on a lot of points they made on your review. Well, I'm guessing they were not happy with it. I've not seen their channel. Well, I might have actually seen it. I can't remember if they did it rings a bell. It definitely rings a bell. Sorry, Danny, dinner time for me. I'll be back to catch the rest of the stream if I can. No worries, Time Shadow. Enjoy your din-dins. I think Space Babies works alright as an opener when you compare it to the likes of New Earth and Asylum of the Daleks. You think it's better than Asylum of the Daleks? Nah, that's a criminally underrated episode, I think. Asylum of the Daleks. I love that episode. I don't know why, I just love it. Is it a hot take when I say I didn't like New Earth? A lot of people didn't, to be fair. A lot of people have grown to not really like Series 2 that much. Danny, why do you dislike the 11th Doctor's first TARDIS so much? Don't say it's because it's coming off the 10th Doctor's era. Well, that is part of it. And to me, it's just too cluttered, and there's a lot for your eyes to take in. I'd see why people like it, but I prefer a simpler TARDIS, I think. Not simple to the point of like Ncuti Gatwa's TARDIS, but like, I like the choral theme, and I like...
Matt H tipped 5, Madame de Poppadom.
Thank you, Matt H, for the 5. Yes, Madame de Poppadom. It's so funny how many people got angry at me for saying Madame de Poppadom. Her name is not Madame de Poppadom, it's Madame de Pompadour. What? Is it really? Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it.
Jeremiah Law, he tipped 2.66. I think 73 yards is promising at first, but ultimately disappointing 4/10.
I would have to agree with that one. Jeremiah, thank you very much for the 5, even though it's a different currency. The 2.766 or whatever the man said, the big man from the sky, Big Brian, AI Brian, but yes, I agree. 73 yards is promising at first. I think the ending throws it off a little bit. I'd say it's like a 6 or 7 out of 10. No, I quite like it. I do quite like it. I'd love to see a video of your in-depth thoughts on the Interstellar song concept. I wouldn't want to talk about it anymore. Obviously, I think I go quite in-depth in my Season 2 review. I do think I go quite in-depth enough as it is. I don't like talking about politics too much. And I feel like if I don't address it in that video really in-depth, people will get angry about it. What would it take for you to convince you to emulate Return to Earth for a few live streams? 600 million donation now. Gang, yesterday I watched nearly 5-hour reaction video of the entire series of Doctor Who. I watched that video as well. It was really good. Right, God, there's actually a lot of chats coming in. I'm actually kind of... Can someone remind me the episodes of Series 1 because I've actually forgotten? Do you mean Series 1 or Season 1? Plus, you were in them, the Doctor. That's so cool. It was, yes, it was filmed in Joanne's hometown. But hello, Malcolm. Malcolm, you've missed everything. Our text-to-speech works on the screen. Every time you donate, a thing will come up on the screen and a man, Bright AI, reads it out. Right, anyways. Be honest, you only evacuate because you can't be asked to read. Yeah, I mean, you just saw me try and read your message just then. I had a stroke, so it helps. If I give you a 5, will you hum the theme for Doomsday? No. You can't put me on the spot. I'll only do it if I feel like I want to do it. If I'm put on the spot, even for money. Well, to an extent. Everyone has a price. Right, guys, should we get into it? Should we watch the video? Because I can't remember it, so I'm sure it has hell excited to find out what I said. So that's the joy of being a YouTuber making videos.
Ralliudum Relum tipped 5, DTDW can now universally be referred to as not gay-mended.
Damn straight. I'm very much alive. I'm very much well. Thank you, Ralliudum, for the... I'm hoping I'm saying that right, but thank you for the 5. I love it! Change the voice to be Brian from Power of 3. Once I can find out... Because you can do custom text-to-speech, but it will only be through Stream Elements. If I can figure out how to get like one of the Doctor's voices, you can bet your asses it's going to be on there. I want to have Matt Smith just reading out my donos. Danny's becoming rich. We have to tax him. Don't I? I already pay enough tax, man. But yes, I will. I will have to pay tax. Stupid tax. And they're only going to go up again. Was the reaction video by Sort of Stupid? Yes. Yeah. That's the one. Sort of Stupid. I binge watched. I couldn't sleep the other night, so I binge watched their series 3, series 4. I've now just started their series 1. YouTube already takes a bunch. Exactly, Isla. Will you do more Doctor Who AI videos? I kind of got bored of it. I did record a David Tennant one, but it was just me talking about how badly I wanted to glaze him, to be honest. This isn't Fanta Lemon, this is Vive. This is the off-brand. Okay, see, look, this is what I mean. You guys need to donate, because I need to go up from off-brand Lemon Fanta to the real stuff. But I just did it because I live near a Lidl and it's cheap, so... It's a good thing I don't drink Fanta Lemon then, isn't it? Really, Curtis? But in regards to the AI videos...
Daniel Thomas tipped 2. Best DW channel going no cap for real, for real.
For real, no cap, Daniel Thomas. Thank you for the £2. And you're damn right. You're damn heckin' right. So, I have nothing to add to that. But no, I appreciate your comment. Thank you. I'm glad you think that. It's all fun and games here. I'm meant to be going over to this video now. Hey, I drink the same Vibe Lemon. They ain't even bad. They're good. I can't drink like off-brand Coke. That's too far. I'm not that broke. But I love a good off-brand lemon Fanta. I don't pay my taxes, says Dylan. Oh dear. The IRS is coming, even though it's not the IRS, it's HMRC. I'm trying to get through the season 2 Sort of Stupid reaction, but their vibes bother me. I don't know what it is. There's one guy that it's the bigger guy. He gives me slightly bad vibes, but that's just my vibe radar. But no, they seem like funny people. Danny, I loved your beginning of your recent Sarah Jane Adventures video. Oh, the me standing ominously on the stairs. Would you watch your review of the Chris Chibnall era after this one? I could do it tomorrow. If we stream again tomorrow, maybe. Anyway, right, I'm going to stop talking. Let's go over. We're doing it now. Oh, start recording. There we go. Okay, let's go along. Just quickly before the video starts, I want to say a huge thank you to my channel members. You guys are absolute legends. Oh, look how very few channel members there are. Pretty much all of you are still here. Big up the top dogs. This video came out about 10 months ago. It's a fair play. I appreciate that this channel's been a little quiet for the last few months. I have re-recorded and re-edited this video multiple times. But it's done now, guys, so I do appreciate my channel members and the rest of you that have waited so patiently. Get yourself a snack and enjoy this little video. Bye. What a lovely little intro. Guys, have you got yourself snacks? Have you got yourself your little din-dins? Let's get into it, shall we? Doctor Who, a show about a face-changing alien who battles against monsters to save the day.
This world is our fortress, accompanied by many things. I am Jezebel, Queen of Tyre and Sidon. We take charge over this realm and command our force and power over the people. We shall bring forth dictatorship and world domination.
It's been running for almost... I don't know why... Well, I do know that woman just come up on my Instagram reels, and I thought she sounds like she's giving like a world domination speech to the Doctor. So I thought that would be a perfect little clip to use in there. No, Malcolm, you was not, but you've now become the highest elite level member. So you've jumped the queue. Where is this even? This world is our fortress. Hey, so I don't actually get that joke. Sometimes you just don't. 61 years at this point, yet the poor thing has been dwindling since the Capaldi era. And after the Chibnall era, it needed a tasty little revamp before Russell the Tank Engine took the reins. My God, ladies and gents, has it been a hell of a year. Doctor Who announced it was being yanked by Mickey Mouse himself. People in the UK were told, hey, you'll be getting midnight releases, so you'll have to stay up really late whilst the Americans can enjoy the show at tea time. God, I forgot about that. I forgot about the midnight releases. Obviously, the latest series was 8 AM, but midnight releases was such a stupid idea. Like, looking back now, I had to stay up. I'd get home from work, and I'd just have to sit there and wait and then edit the video, because what was happening was the Americans were uploading their reaction videos first because they got it earlier in the evening. So I would have to stay up at midnight to record and edit. I wasn't going to bed till like 4 or 5 a.m. because I had to get the video up, because if I didn't, nobody would watch because everyone's already watched some American do it. It was just... Enjoy Markiplier there. I genuinely thought she was one of the presenters of the dancing shows. Where is that from? Are we talking about that first clip? I don't know. It was just come up on my Instagram reels. Why did they do midnight releases? Why couldn't they have just have it broadcast on BBC One? Exactly. Because it fed into the grifters' idea that the ratings were down the pan because, oh, nobody's watching. Jeremiah, oh, here we go. Millie was fine as hell. Here we go. Here comes the usual Millie Gibson glaze. Joanne, I'll be back later. All right, enjoy your date, Joanne. Have a fun time. Yep, a UK show and making the UK citizens wait till midnight makes sense. It's just perfect, isn't it? Just absolutely perfect.
Screw you, Lamau. Davros is no longer half Dalek because of wheelchair people bad, apparently.
And there's a problem with the Davros of old in that he's a wheelchair user. I had problems with that. I say this is how we see Davros now.
Chats, thoughts. What is it the kid streamers say? Chat, am I cooked? Chat, am I cooked? Am I cooked right now, Lamau? You can't hear me very well. Is that the case for everyone else? Can everyone else just clarify? Can you hear me okay, or am I too quiet? To be fair, my mic is quite far away, but I don't know if that's the reason. It says it's fine. Zero thoughts. I think it's a fun idea. It just needs to be said that it's a prequel. I can even... The problem I have with it, right?
Wendy Evans tipped 2.
I love Brian. He's so awkward. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate the £2. Much, much love. Much love. Cool. Arlo, I think it might just be you, I'm afraid. Volume's fine. Cool. So I think my problem with this, with Russell T Davies saying what he said, is that he's lying. He's a flat-out liar here. If you watch another interview where he talks about Davros, right, he specifically states Davros should never be changed. He is an iconic character who should never be changed. And then he comes back, changes him. Actually, it's because it's offensive to wheelchair users. Now, I'm not going to speak on behalf of wheelchair users, but was this discourse when Davros was in a wheelchair? I think if Davros looked like, if his bottom half actually looked like a wheelchair, I would understand. But I think most people, it was just he's half man, half Dalek thing. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Just a bit, I don't know. It's a bit, there's pros and cons to it. Sound all okay here in the deepest Kent. Okay. Are you saying RTD isn't truthful? What? Shock horror, I know. The man's notorious for telling the truth. Davros always seemed that he wasn't always in a wheelchair, but now I want to know how he got in the wheelchair. There is an explanation for it. There was like some sort of explosion in a lab that left him sort of disfigured. But I think that was after the dark...
Dill Sutherland tipped 1.99, so Daleks are abled but Davros is disabled logic.
Good point. We need to take the Daleks out. We need to take the Daleks out. Because technically, their bottom halves are wheelchairs. You're onto something there. Thank you for the £2. I feel like the unit officer of the wheelchair was a bit of an overcorrect in her writing, I mean. I wasn't a fan of the Back to the Future thing. Where her tyres leave it. I don't know about that.
Ncuti Gatwa was announced as the 15th Doctor, and of course, it didn't take long for the degenerates to reveal themselves. Then people were really angry when Ncuti
I can't stand that man. I actually cannot stand that man.
Gatwa made a joke about twerking on a monster.
Come on, monsters! Let's go. Everyone better be jumping.
I I'm so funny.
Those same people are now the people you'll see commenting on every single Doctor Who video saying, sorry, wasn't watching this. I was too busy touching grass. Yeah. Or they'll comment something like, rest in peace, Doctor Who, 1963 to 2017. Oh. However, today, guys, I am back, ranking and reviewing Doctor Who. Seeing as you guys love it so much, I have a tier list here, ranked from perfect all the way down to god
Why does
awful.
that tier list
I'm
look
about
so
to
small?
rank and review all episodes from the 60th anniversary to the end of season 1. Zooey mama. However, please remember, guys, that this is just my opinion, and I know some of them might grind your gears, but it's my opinion, alright? We're completely entitled to our own. Secondly, I've had to take time off work to make this video in a timely manner, so please just leave a like or something, or subscribe.
Guys, leave a like and subscribe right now. Do you know what I'm doing after this stream, by the way? After this stream, I'm script writing. So I'm going to be up till at least 2-3 a.m. today. I'm script writing for the next Torchwood video because I've got to start editing tomorrow because I want it to be out realistically next weekend. That's not going to happen, but we could try. I get 28 days of holiday. No, I don't even get that. I get 22 days of holiday because Christmas is included. So I get 22 days of holiday a year. All of my holiday this year has either gone on me editing or me moving. So I've got 5 days left of my holiday. I'm going to use them all to edit. So I'm not even out of holiday this year, man.
Only if you enjoy it, of course, because that really helps me out. And you know me, being the avid David Tennant fan that I am, I
was going to try and pause it.
Please just leave a like or something, or subscribe. Only if you enjoy it, of course, because that really helps me out. And you know...
So this, man, look at my bedroom back these. I remember this. This is like my favourite bedroom, right? Ever. This chest of drawers you see on the left, look how grimy that is, by the way. Nice. I used to chuck, obviously I had the TARDIS toy there, which my nan actually bought me. But on that little tabletop there, I would chuck old keyboards, broken laptops, like lanterns and things, and I would just make it like I'll just make my own TARDIS, and then I'd draw on 3 pieces of A4 paper, and I'd draw the little tubes inside the TARDIS. I've forgotten what it's called. I shouldn't be doing this action, but I'd stick it on my wall and act like I was in my TARDIS. And obviously all those posters on my wall were from the Doctor Who magazine. Look how iconic Doctor Who was back then, man. Guys, I'm not being funny, but I think Danny likes David Tennant. What? What are you talking about? Doctor Who just needs a great big fight. Daleks and Cybermen versus the Sultanas. Just one big epic finale. It doesn't do epic finales. Got to make sure I put in clogged toilet. So, interesting update on that. Turns out, all of the pipes were blocked outside, which was causing the toilet blockage. So it wasn't me. But basically, it started leaking into the walls. So we've had to sort it out. But it's unblocked now and it's all good. But it wasn't me, all right? It wasn't me. No. The dining room was nearly destroyed, but it wasn't me, okay? Baby DTW, yep. I remember this. This was just after midnight aired, I believe. And that is me. I got a little digital camera from my dad for my birthday. And I would do photo shoots as if I was David Tennant. Sure, buddy. I swear! It's worse than before. I did not nearly destroy the house. It was not me. It's Wales, man. It's been torrential rain since I've gotten here. Look, I missed last stream. Basically, I disappeared for 10 minutes because I went to the toilet, I flushed, and it blocked. And then I thought it was me, but it wasn't me because how could I have blocked it if I only went for a wee? And then I was basically gone. I was trying to unclog it. So the chat were just sitting here. And then the chat epically pranked me. You dicks. The TARDIS console looks like a bong. I tell you what, if I had a bong like that, I'd be a complete stoner, I tell you. Dude, you're so old. I was just born before the end of time. Part 2 came out. I was 9. When is your Part 3 Sarah Jane video out? Hopefully I wouldn't say start of next month. Probably, yeah, start of November-ish, if I stay on track, which is very unlikely. So I'd say it's November. Definitely November. No, sorry, definitely October. My bad. Do you like the 11th Doctor? Yes, I do. Ooh, dining room, you Tory. A dining room isn't posh. A dining room isn't posh. Literally, most people have a dining room. It's just called the name dining room sounds posh. Chat, am I the only one that like has a dining room? Like, don't most people have dining rooms? Most people have their dining room and their kitchen in the same big room. That's not a posh thing. Call me a Tory. How dare you? I would have been 2 when Midnight came out, turning 3. Jesus. Jeezy peeps. You lot of children. Back when I was a kid, Tom Baker often had a TARDIS console in pieces, so my parents would get me all sorts of electronic toys for Christmas and Boxing Day, and I'd be playing. So that's so cool. I love that. That's incredible. I have a dining room. Thank you. You are hard. Mate, I don't even have a garden. So that's better. Less maintenance. Less maintenance. Oh my god, he's saying chat now. He's brain rotted. I've moved up to streamer level. I have to say it. Perfect Doctor Who game, an open world TARDIS game. I don't know. That's a video within itself. I think. Gotta love the Doctor Who magazine posters in the background. Hell yeah. I was 12 in 2008. See, I'm not the only unk here. I'm Canadian. I got a dining room. Well, thank you for validating me. I don't feel like such a posh boy.
Me, being the avid David Tennant fan that I am, I was super excited to see David Tennant returning as the...
What is this 67 meme thing I keep seeing? I said it again. What does that mean? Why is that funny? Oh god, I'm officially old. I actually don't know a meme.
Doctor, and after 2 painful years, we finally got to see him back in action. So I say without further ado, strap in, get comfortable as we review this controversial season of Doctor Who.
Now, if you are a regular sidetracker over on the sister channel, you'll know that I have pretty good sources over at Hollywood that tell me a lot about what's going on. And somebody has leaked this to me.
What a joke this guy was. If any of you have been subscribed to me longer than a year, you'll remember the lore between me and Big J here. Me and Jay had a bit of a falling out over his bollocks. Who remembers that? Was any of you here for that? For the big argument with Mr. J Talks and his mate. Was it? Yeah, and I can't remember his other mate. Chris, I think his name was, who stuck his thumbs up at me. Please don't tell me I'm going mad, and some of you know what I'm talking about here. The fact I was 5 when Rose first dropped. I thought I was still a young Doctor Who fan, I guess not. Well, that was me, I was 5 as well. I was. This guy's a dick. He ended up deleting his channel though, right after I made my video on him. Lol 67 Mango. What is this? What does this mean? I'm too old. Why does he have 4 bog brushes in the background? Basically, if you hear 6, 7 or 67, then you say 6, 7. That doesn't make any sense. Bog brushes, that's so funny. Hey, I should have called in when my toilet was clogged. Hello, Jay. It's me, one of your mystical sources from Hollywood. Can you come here and unclog my toilet, please, mate?
He's told me that Russell T Davies...
The irony that Jay calls you a moron, even though... Yeah, he called me a moron. He said my opinion was irrelevant because I had less subscribers than him. What else is that? He made up that I'd called him names, even though I didn't call him any names as well. So I made a response video to him, and yeah, he didn't respond to that, funnily enough. He left a comment. No, I'll tell you what, I lie. He left a comment under his personal account on one of my posts, and he said, Danny, add me on Facebook. We'll talk this through on Messenger. Facebook? Jesus, man. It's 2025. What are you talking about, Facebook Messenger? Doctor Who Fan 9 banned? What's this about? What's he said? At least they're clean. The numpty called me a bunch of... Oh, that's it. He called me a name while saying that I called him names. Swat. Oh, I just called him a name. Banging on about made-up gossip in a boring drawl for clicks. Pure...
Effectively being fired.
This show has never crossed the 5 million mark.
He's
ever.
He's the one that made a video accusing Ncuti Gatwa of being a naughty man with no sources whatsoever. He just completely made it up. And what actually happened was, I think Ncuti got told off for swearing on set, but he worded it specifically to his little right wing and also white grifters that he was he was in trouble for being around children. Such a scummy thing to do, this guy. And he used the R slur for Tharies, which is just diabolical as well. Not a nice man, this one.
Been abysmal from start to finish.
Well, I've been calling since the beginning that this Doctor Who wokeness was going to be an absolute failure, and everybody's pretty much tuned out at this point.
Doctor Who simply refuses to be flushed down the toilet like the turds it is. Since so far, every episode has been even more gay than Brokeback Mountain. The Doctor and Ruby have to save music from an insane cross-dressing freak called the Maestro.
This guy was awful. God, they're all just terrible, awful people. Like, the way they speak is just so disgusting.
Frey Street tipped 2. Jay looks like Dominic Cummings on crack.
No comment. I don't judge people based on their looks. Thank you for the £2. Thank you for the £2. Have you got any advice on about having a YouTube channel? I currently have 18 subs. Right. Best piece of advice. I think I gave advice before, but I'm coming at it like I'm some big shot YouTuber. I'm not. I'm still growing myself. But I have had YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a long time, and I've tried everything. And this is the one time I've spoken about something I like, and it's worked. Okay? Your best option, if you want to start a YouTube channel, find a niche community and become the best in that community. And by being the best, you take elements from others and you make them better. Don't copy anyone else. You take elements from other people, you make it better. And also, take your time. My first big video was the Russell T Davies video. Like the series 1, the Russell T Davies era video. And obviously, for the first few days, it was stuck on like 12 views. And I was like, I've just spent 4 months of my life making this. It's over. But I chose my time to upload it well, because it was the 60th anniversary and it blew up. So, and I worked really hard. So work hard on your video. Don't do videos in like a day. Just they never look good. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at my Reacts channel. Those videos are usually made in a day. They're not my best content. Take your time, make something you love, and talk about it with passion. Don't jump on big trends, and don't join an oversaturated market, because unless you're very, very lucky. RTD1 video is the first video I saw of yours. Exactly, see? Ncuti's era was basically wasted. Could have been so much more. So much more! Be simply the best. Go on, lad, we'll set this via Morse code. Another outdated way. And they still watch, makes no sense.
Who is as cringe as he is gay.
It's not working, BBC. It's just not working, and you have to admit it. I mean, who could have seen this coming, right? We've been warning that the woker the show got, the worse the ratings would be.
Doctor Who is dead, and it has been for a while, and whatever hopes people had were completely dashed with the 60th anniversary.
As much as this guy, I don't agree with him, he's got a really cool fucking room. Look how cool his room is. I can respect it. I don't respect him, but I respect the room. Apparently, Mr. H Reviews didn't know. Yeah, which is absolute top of the range bollocks.
In the Christmas special.
This is the fantasy of the left, that they are so terrifying that the mere mention of them makes normal people run in fear. Maybe they're just running away from your stench. I mean, haven't y'all decided that showering and using toilet paper isn't environmentally friendly? Also, normal people might just be concerned.
Jeremiah Wallace has subscribed.
Thank you for subscribing. Context on this clip, by the way. Heels versus Babyface made a really weird comment about boobs, and then everyone just doesn't respond. This podcasting they all do is so awkward. You just give me a minute. I didn't realise, it also, by the way, it also pops up on screen when people subscribe. I forgot to mention that. But I think you might have to have your subscriptions public. I don't know, though. Oh. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, Sutek, my goat. Yeah. I love this intro. I really worked hard on this intro. I liked it. I like it. Bro's out of breath. Old. What can I say? I sit here and make videos all day. Of course I'm out of breath. I'm unfit. I'm trying to lose some weight. I like the video where Babyface said he'd shave his hair off because of the Fallout 76 crap. He hasn't bloody got any. Danny got his exercise for the year. Yeah, I'm done now.
So we start with the 60th anniversary specials. The Star Beast.
Once upon a time.
Why did they have this as the opening shot?
Once upon a time.
That was what I was not expecting.
This looks beyond awful.
Why on earth did they ever think that was... They could have had him stood in the TARDIS. They could have had him stood on a field. They could have had him stood anywhere that wasn't a green screen of the galaxy. So awful. Danny, will you ever do another of those AI Doctor Who videos? I'm very up in the air. I'm a bit iffy about it. I got a lot of criticism for those videos because obviously a lot of people are against AI. I personally don't think it's that bad, but yeah, it's yeah. Why do they have to open with the cringe? Yeah, it was just a terrible, cringy sort of. Right, Triton says it looks fine. I don't know. The intro is excellent. I'm planning on pinching the style and Nutcracker for the first video of one of my YouTube channels. Go for it. Go for it. Didn't Disney request this? Yeah, but I don't think they told him to have David Tennant on a green screen. They probably said, right, you need to add a little recap in there, which they could have done in such a more creative way than just having David Tennant stood on a green screen. Oh, man.
Don't get me wrong, I get why they're doing this. It's to get all the new viewers up to scratch, and that's what Disney wanted. Oh, David. At least we've got a sick new title sequence. Yeah, this is going to need to be fixed ASAP. So the Doctor's literally just gone from being game-ended by a big sentient laser ball thing to just skipping around Camden Town. Honestly, only in Doctor Who could this happen. But he bumps into Donna straight away, literally 1 minute into the episode. I will say the dialogue in this opening scene is actually very, very good. It's clear the banterous dynamic has clearly not lost its touch.
You can wear a suit that tight up to the age of 35 and no further.
And the joke that...
It's funny because the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, was about 35 at that point. Ah, man. I remember just the feeling of excitement watching this. Like, obviously I was sat with my sister watching it and just that buzz of the new era was around and it was just such an exciting time. Oh, to have that optimism and that spirit just drained from you. Anyway.
Donna always misses everything, still ongoing, is still hilarious. However, this idea that Donna gave every single penny away from winning the lottery is such a ridiculous notion. She won £166 million. She could have literally given away 150 million of it and still been completely set for life. Donna should literally...
It's Dame, Donna Noble. The only reason they made her get rid of all their money There's no way they were going to be able to justify anything if she had all this money lying around. And also, they'd have had to have like filmed in a mansion or something. But they could have said like, "Oh, Wilf's got it. Oh, we've given it to Wilf. You know, he's gone off." No, donated every single penny to charity because she's such a good person. It's like, it's too much. Like, we know Donna is like saved the world. We know the Doctor saved the world, but like, that's too on the nose. Like, politeness. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's got to be believable. And Donna, as a character, would definitely never have given that amount of money away.
Be awarded an MBE or a knighthood or something for that. The sequence in which Sylvia is talking to Donna about getting it right in regards to Rose is really nice.
When I say she looks gorgeous, is that right? I mean, is it sexist? Never said it to him when he was... Oh, sorry.
It's showing someone who is
Cancelled.
trying to be supportive and understanding in a topic that is highly sensitive. Because most people Sylvia's age would go, What are you identifying as a fucking fridge? All these genders and that. Oh, mate, I'm surprised you don't identify as a fucking desk. Anyway, so the Meep has crashed to Earth and then gets found with this hilarious 10 out of 10 sequence.
And there's no monster. Oh, for the love of God, none of this is real.
Right, let's talk about this sequence.
Let's wait for that. Do you upload VODs? I will be. I'm pretty sure I want to do. I'm recording this now, so you will be appearing. But yes, my aim is to upload it as a VOD. Wilf making it rain every night down the local cat house. God's sake. They did buy the house, yes. Woke. Daddy's impressions never failed to crack me up. Hot take. The Giggle is on the same level of Wild Blue Yonder. Yeah, that's definitely a hot take.
You're assuming he as a pronoun.
Yes, sorry, good point. Are you he or she?
Yeah, this comes across very public service announcement-y. This line is meant to be a joke, but Yasmin Finney's delivery of this makes it sound preachy and a bit standoffish. I think maybe having Sylvia say this line instead, in like an attempt to show that she's understanding of the topic, would have made this joke funny, but it just didn't come across that way at all, and yeah, it pissed a lot of people off. So the unit soldiers get involved, and then we get some Russell T Davies explosions. Man, it's been so long since I've said this. Wow, the Doctor's new Sonic has the ability to make bulletproof shields? I'm sure this feature won't be forgotten in season 1. So
literally, what happened to that sonic screwdriver ability? That is, first of all, absolutely ludicrous. Second of all, that sonic screwdriver blatantly looks like a gun, doesn't it, Mr. Russell T Davies? 40 minutes of the Giggle, pretty good. Fall off cliff after that. Yeah, it's got highs and lows. I just think the toy maker was just wasted. And that ending of catching a ball. Come on. Can we talk about how Rose can only be 12, 13? She's meant to be 15/16, but don't forget, 2008 was 17 years ago. So it would have been 15, 16 years at this point. So, yeah. You know how many people I've seen complain about the Sonic making a shield? Yeah, it wasn't great. Performative social politics written by whatever age Rusty T. Daleks is. 62. Dude, it was never going to be it. I wish he didn't feel the need. I could get the notion behind that he wanted a bit more trans representation, but then have trans representation, not just have the trans character lecture someone about pronouns. It's just such a waste. And then all Rose does after that is stand around in the unit base, doing nothing. Such a Russell, man. The force field ability was replaced with the ability to change sky channels. Yasmin Finney deserves an award for being even more wooden than Dosing Girl.
Let's talk about the one thing I don't understand about this episode. The Doctor needs to make sure that Donna doesn't remember, because she will burn and she will die. So he basically just starts waving his sonic screwdriver around, literally gives it to her, and then talks about him being an alien. What is this writing? Uh-oh, the Meep then turns out to be Big Bad Boy. Sorry, Big Bad the Meep. However, I must say, the Meep looks amazing in this, and Miriam Gargoyles is fantastic.
That I started to cream in my knickers. I could feel it. Primary ignition signature installed.
They all talk to themselves when they start up their ships, all the villains, don't they?
We do that in our cars. Time to turn the ignition on.
That might make driving more fun.
Turn on the air
I might just start doing
conditioning.
my daily life like that.
Having my morning piss.
Igniting bladder sequence.
Bladder at full capacity.
So the only way for the Doctor to save
Man,
the
I'm
day...
funny as fuck. Bro, he's laughing at his own jokes. Hell yeah. You gotta laugh at yourself, otherwise no one else will. Spice up your life scene encapsulates why I don't get on with Russell's writing. That is very much his that's very much his style. He's had it at least once a season, hasn't he? I mean, Chibnall did try and copy it in his Power of the Doctor, but it just didn't hit the same. RTD3 should bring in Frobisher the Penguin for its first episode. Bro always laughs at his own jokes. You should have seen the glaze in the 5-hour watch. Like I said, bro's laughing at himself. Fuck off! Leave me alone! Your best joke has to be the Nikola Tesla thing in the first panel with the bus. Oh man, I'm funny.
Is to make Donna remember, and it is a really good scene, and I think that the idea of the meta-crisis being passed down actually works and is plausible, and the genius coincidence of the non-binary line makes it hilarious, but that should have been it, right? That should just be it. Meta-crisis over. But of course it's not.
It's a shame you're not a woman anymore. She'd have understood.
Something a male presenting Time Lord will never understand.
Just let it go.
It's so
You're a
backwards.
smelly man. Women are great and have the ability to let it go, unlike stinky boys. I cannot help but get irritated by lines of dialogue like this. Moffat used to do the same thing.
The only time I've been a man that last body. Dear Lord, how do you cope with all that ego?
It just screams that a male writer that's pandering to females wrote this. If we're taking this progressive route with diversity and equality, then it should not come at the expense of taking digs at certain individuals. You're essentially fighting spiteful comments by using spiteful comments, which in my opinion defeats the purpose of the show being progressive. And that's when it comes across as preachy and somewhat condescending. The resolution could have been so much more. More build-up was needed because this episode was so fast-paced, I'm surprised there wasn't any bloody Subway Surfers playing alongside it. The idea that Rose always felt like an outsider, yes, that's all great, but cheap shots like, men dumb, women brilliant, really doesn't help this show's case. And I will say this, Yasmin Finney, the acting is poor, right? Like, her line delivery is not good at all. She has, like, no emotion in her face whatsoever. The visuals, barring the intro, are fantastic, and Murray Gold is back and his soundtrack is booming. The banter was like it never left, and David has aged like fine, fine wine. God damn. Also, guys, we do need to talk about this TARDIS.
Yes, we do. But before I catch up, the non-binary thing genuinely made no sense, and then they ruined it straight after. Yikes alert! That was so cringy. Donna and Rose speaking to the Doctor. Yeah, it wasn't great. After the episode, Rose's lines became binary as she either got 1 or 0. I had a stroke reading that one. Sorry. With its flaws, I actually like these specials. I don't know how they got it so wrong with Ncuti. More Danny crushing on David. Hey, David is just, again, sorry to my partner, but David knocked on my door right now and said, Danny, Danny, or Daddy, should I say, then I'll be straight on my knees. Anyway, Rose isn't even non-binary.
When I first saw it, I absolutely loved it.
Whoa! Oh, I like it.
You can
run through.
Look at that Disney budget.
Oh, it's got mood lighting.
He's got the LED strip lights.
It's
gorgeous. Yeah. I don't know why this makes me want to cry.
There's something so nostalgic about it, isn't there?
That's mainly because I think anything's better than Jodie's dimly lit box room TARDIS. Actually, I think as time has gone on, this is the first TARDIS that I've started to actually dislike. Like, sure, the console itself is really cool, there's a lot of ramps to run around in, and there's mood lighting, but what's the point in having all this space to run around when we spend about 2 minutes in the TARDIS every episode anyway? I just think they've gone for bigger is better, which, trust me bros, adequate size is usually quite good, right? I think we could...
It's facts. Adequate is enough. What are we saying? How many inches? What are we saying? It's nice because David didn't get a TARDIS reaction as 10. Yeah. I wish I'd actually used the mood lighting more. What a waste. Yeah, because they just went for like a dark orange throughout most of Ncuti's era. They should have had definitely more different lights for sure. Danny, do you yearn for David Sonic? He has got my favourite Sonic, to be fair, so 100%. 10 trillion. One is average, right? Thank you, Thomas. That's what I thought. One's pretty big. I appreciate the fact that your sister's a McFly fan. Do you remember when McFly voted Saxon? Yes. I think she probably watched back over that point. It was like, what? 8 inches is fine. Oh, that's cataclysmically too much. I'd say 2. Two's big. Yeah. The best that TARDIS has looked in the flashback to Lucky Day. Yeah. The New Year's one looks... The New Year's looking ones. 11th and 12th. No, I think Matt Smith's in Clara's first episode is my favourite TARDIS, I think. Is average size prawn cocktail? Psh, no. Yes. Yes. I'd even argue that's big. Is adding seats. Yeah, like I miss, you know in the coral TARDIS, those seats. I mean, I know Matt Smith's one had seats as well, but like the coral seats, like the raggedy, broken seats, just adds so much character.
Argue that every character sort of portrays the Doctor's personality, whereas this TARDIS, it doesn't do that at all. I don't know, let me know your opinions, because I'm a bit conflicted. Sometimes I like it,
Cheers, Cybus Industries employee. Thank you for coming in anyway. Appreciate you. I have to tape it to myself, and sometimes it peeks out my collar. Damn. Also, the fact that RTD poked fun at it in the finale for season 2 just feels tone deaf. He's like, oh yeah, I know it sucked. Yeah. Honestly, my favourite TARDIS is the TV movie. That was a good TARDIS, I can't lie. It just doesn't feel lived in. I agree, Paul. It just doesn't.
Sometimes I don't really know. So apart from a few gripes I had, alright guys, I do actually think this episode is good. It had that Doctor Who feeling that had been lacking for so long. We had Russell T Davies, David Tennant, Catherine Tate at the helm again. Oh my god, life is good. Nostalgia bait tickling everyone's plums, and that's why I'm going to be putting this episode in good. Next up, we've got Wild Blue Yonder. Susan Twist! Susan Twist! Yeah, I do not like this intro at all. It is so cringy. Wow, gravity has been changed to mavity. I wonder what relevance this will have in the future. The Dr. Donna land on spooky spaceship and the TARDIS turns into a massive pussy stool.
We go and kick its ass!
Donna said a swear word, naughty. So they find out they're at the edge of...
She shouldn't have said those words. Susan Twist! I'll keep stream running. Ad rev and that. Cybus Industries, you cute little cutie pie. Thanks. I've got to do some stuff real quick, but I'll be back in about 20 minutes. You should follow Cybus Industries' way of doing it. Just leave the stream on. Cheers, mate. Thanks. No, I'll see you in a bit. The TARDIS could have at least been decorated. Yeah. Like, the TARDIS design is nice, but I wish it had more colour. Yeah. The green screen is going to age horribly.
Creation, and something strange is going on the ship. The slow build up to this episode is absolutely fantastic, which inevitably leads to things going tits up real quick. Before it all kicks off, you see the cold breath and the sound of squelching when Spooky David walks in. The same then happens for the Doctor the second Donna walks in.
My arm's too long. Look.
What the fuck? Cheese and rice, it hits the fan. Some insanely crazy visuals. And David Tennant with his monotone and relaxed delivery is absolutely fantastic.
The notion of shape is strange.
Yes, the green screen is questionable and...
Cheers, Tedmus. Appreciate that. Leaving it on the PS5. Love that. PS5.
The visuals aren't amazing, but my god is it creative and batshit crazy, and I love it. The scene where you're unsure who is who is absolutely magnificent. There's this powerful sequence relating to the timeless child, and David shows more emotion than Jodie did across 2 damn series. This is amazing. The scene in which they figure it all out. Excuse me. What the fuck? Who wants my attention? The scene in which they figure it all out, albeit slightly...
Sorry guys, I just got too many bitches. It's got too many bitches, this guy. All the ladies trying to contact me all the time. I don't know what to tell you. It's hard when you're a YouTuber. Anyway.
Dragged out is great too. You, the audience, feel like you're all working it out together without all this excessive techno babble. I love it. Which leads to this seriously intense ending. The ship is going to self-destruct and the Doctor selects the wrong Donna.
I hope he's picked the right one. Has he?
Oh no!
Oh, please tell me he knows. Please tell me.
Also, that cat on my lap is just the cutest thing in the world. Sorry, Soph, I don't remember the name of the cat, but I think she just recently got that cat. It's such a cute, just sat on me the whole time. Don't know why, but I've never had a cat do that.
He's not that stupid.
He knew.
Oh! What's happening?
What a tense and brilliant sequence that was. And the cherry on top of the sweet, sweet cake is Wilf!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, stop.
Cringe! Oh, no! I love
wow. This is...
I don't think people are just like... Wilf was like my granddad. I love Wilf. My favourite. He genuinely was just such a beautifully written character all around. Like, there's genuinely not a better character in Doctor Who than I think Bernard Cribbins is Wilf. Genuinely. That includes all companions. He was just... Oh. Daddy, you can't fool us. You ain't got no bitches. You only got David. I don't even have David. David Tennant or Alan? David Tennant any day. Alan's a close second. I think the best tone for Doctor Who is somewhat between season 4's tone and season 8. Series 4 and series 8. Yes. I can agree. I think series 4 and series 5. Mix them both together. I think you got a good vibe. Goosebumps when Wilf appears. I hate nostalgia bait, live in the past, but that was great. Yeah, I think it's because we knew as well he died while filming this. Like, he was meant to be in more of it, which is so sad. I'd love to have known what the original plan for Wilf was. I'm pretty sure it has been published.
Doctor Who, man. Yes, the visuals don't look all that incredible, but my god, this has such an incredible premise. Fantastic performances, gripping throughout. I absolutely love this episode. Well done, Russell TV Davies. I would put this episode in perfect if it wasn't for that intro and some of those sequences just dragging on for slightly too long, but you cannot deny this episode was absolutely brilliant. This episode, guys, is going in great. Which takes us on to episode 3, the finale, the Giggle. The episode kicks off introducing us to Neil Patrick Harris as the toy maker, which makes for a really intriguing, comedic and offsetting opening. Oh, that was a tongue twister. But David and gang go to Unit because the world is going absolutely doolally, as you can see from these 2 clips that they show. But luckily Unit have this convenient armband that doesn't make them go mental.
I've seen you walk. I've seen you walking. Don't deny it. No, you can't stop me.
Basically, it's just used as a way to jab at COVID conspiracy theorists. Nice one. But it turns out that Neil Patrick Harris is having a good old chuckle behind every screen or something. I do love the reveal when the Doctor finds the toy maker. That damn soundtrack.
The toy maker.
Goosebumps.
That sexy soundtrack.
I genuinely think that is one of Murray Gold's best pieces from this new era. That and what's it called? The Rani theme. Yeah. Tingles, mate. Tingles. Read the Wild Blue Yonder novelisation. I was going to order it, but then I was just angry with Russell T Davies, so I didn't. Don't ask me. I get salty towards the merch. I'm very annoyed. I've ordered some Doctor Who merch, and I ordered it a week and a half ago from the BBC. I've not received it, and I don't even think they've even delivered it. They've not even shipped it yet. So where the hell is it? Murray actually looks like a handsome Squidward. Hell yeah, he does. I'm pretty sure I've used a picture of handsome Squidward next to...
Murray's back again. The Doctor
Murray
and Donna
got
have
four.
this really touching scene, but what I noticed on the rewatch, these dramatic moments with David, I just really struggle to take them serious because of his hair. His hair is so bad. Why did they do it like this, man? He has such beautiful hair.
Yeah, they put too much gel in his hair. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think the problem is obviously he's older, right? He's older, so I think the spiky hair to that extent doesn't work as well. But then again, in the 50th anniversary, his hair was too flat. What did you order? I ordered a Mr. Ring-a-Ding sweatshirt. Do you think Murray Gold will stay? I do think he'll stay because he doesn't seem to get a lot of work elsewhere. He's done a few bits, but Doctor Who seems to be his most stable bit of income. I say that when the show is not confirmed to continue yet, properly.
I get it, he's not the 10th Doctor. This looks so ridiculous. Then we get even more of those trippy visuals, which I absolutely love from these specials. Even the Scottish puppet.
He's a bumhole lover, this one! A proper dirty little bumhole lover!
The Toymaker then runs Donna through what happened with all the companions since her. Just choosing to ignore Bradley Walsh and the rest of the gang. Fair enough.
I love it so much.
It's fun as well, do you know what I mean? It's a fun episode, it's a cool episode.
It's so funny. Me and my sister have headphones on, we're just shouting at each other. I love it! Yeah! It's a really fun episode, actually! It's like, whoa, calm down.
Episode, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Oh, the pain. So yeah, the Doctor bigenerates. What? Literally, the only reason I'm not losing my marbles at this is because it means that the 14th Doctor is still out there chilling, which I like because I love David Tennant. However, this raises so many bloody questions. What is the number one thing to do after we've just had a huge lore change with the show? We do it again. This bi-generation thing could have literally been a result of the Toymaker playing a game and fucking about with reality. But no, it's an ancient myth that has now become true.
It seems like Russell T Davies has some really easy cop-outs that he never takes. He then makes it unnecessarily complicated. Genuinely, what I just said there, right? The Doctor could have bi-generated because the Toymaker can literally fiddle about with reality, right? It could have literally just been a thing that the Toymaker did that one time, and it would have gone down much better than, there's been an ancient myth or something about bi-generation. Yeah, now it just happens all the time. Yeah, that just happens now. It's like, man, you had an easy little cop-out of writing there, and you took the complicated route, and now you've just pissed everyone off. Top-notch Russ.
Oh, shush. Just another lore change that just raises so many more questions and doesn't even get explained, of course. The three men then play a game I never got to play with my dad, and the Toymaker gets banished. We seriously just watched a sentient being lose a game of catch, and that's how the day is saved. The TARDIS then gets duplicated, sure, and then Ncuti's like, can you fuck off? Yes, the ending to this episode is very, very nice. We see David, my Doctor, happy.
Who'd have thought I ended up with a fairy? Oh my God, I've never been so happy in my life.
Oh, this is
This finale, guys, is disappointing. Upon a rewatch, these specials feel so underbaked. The pacing is so fast with a random one-off episode in the middle. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad that While Blue Yonder is with David and Catherine. However, I feel like this should have been in season 1, and the 3 specials should have been a 3-parter, a beginning, a middle, and an end. But these do just feel like 3 loose episodes put together. Ncuti brings really great energy, and David, as always, gives a great performance, and it's a really sweet ending for his Doctor, and it's time to say goodbye to him again. Yes, it was a fun, nostalgic time, and ultimately it was just a slight letdown in the end. Guys, this episode is going in okay.
Okay. I got worried then. I thought I was going to put it in not for me because I was going to say, no, I disagree with that. But okay, I'll put it in okay, which I'll stand by. I forgive the bi-generation for shooting in his tighty whities. I have no regrets. Malcolm. I love how they defeat the toy maker. But why? It's so dead. Just a game of catch. Now can we go? We're actually getting on to season 1 now. David's 60th hair is on that There's Something About Mary. I love that film. It's got Lee Evans in it. David's going to come back and fuse with the new Rose Doctor and then regenerate. I mean, that I suppose would tie it up. I'd be careful, Oosh, with the spam. I'd be careful, Oosh, with your spam messaging because my bot will ban you. Just a warning. I'm not saying you're spamming, but it might detect you as spamming if you do one-word things. I sound like I'm telling you off. I'm not telling you off. I swear. Please stay.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Christmas 2023! And it's time to get started on the Ncuti Gatwa era. The episode starts with Mystery Woman leaving baby on Church of Ruby Road. And then we see Ruby with Davina McCall as a great genius way to dump exposition about Ruby. And okay, now the Doctor is dancing in a nightclub. Yucky, yucky. The Doctor dancing in a kilt. Ugh, yuck, this show's so woke. Ugh. Get over yourself. Okay, now the Doctor's got a snowman falling on him. Honestly, we're like 7 minutes in and we haven't sat still yet. Then we get to meet Ruby's family and introducing me to my favourite character since Wilf, Cherry, Sunday.
I am not going anywhere. Shackle me to this bed. And where is my cup of tea?
So they order a baby from Amazon, which then gets stolen by these gobbly goblins. And their whole shtick is that they find coincidence tasty or something. Guys, don't get me wrong. I get that this episode is like, whoop whoop, Christmas fun times, but Mavity gloves, the Sonic click remote, and being able to speak rope. Like, come on, this is not exactly smart writing, is it? But hey guys, at least we get an epic musical number for some reason. Yes, the Goblin King looks absolutely fantastic, right? In fact, all of the visuals in this episode are absolutely stunning. Really showed off that sexy Disney budget. But time goes all funky, so the Doctor just murders the Goblin King. Yep. He saved baby Ruby with this convenient catch, then just stands there.
Literally, what if the baby was 2 feet to the right? He would have smacked off that church. This episode is cheeks. Oh, so you can nosh David, but I can't look at Ncuti's bum. Facts. Actually, you can take Ncuti, I'll keep David. This episode was good, but I haven't been inclined to rewatch. That's an indication that it's not a great episode. That's the way I look at it. I know I get critical because I have to in my videos, but my basis on my rankings are always on whether I want to rewatch an episode or not. Which is why some episodes that other people think are incredible, I would always put in not for me, and they go like, "What? What the flip?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, I just didn't. I will never watch it again." Baby jam on the floor. There was Cherry in the reality war. Where was Cherry? Sorry. I'm pretty sure she's in it. She's in it. She is in the reality war. She sat at the table with Carla and the mum. I'm 90% sure. Unless I'm going mental. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she wasn't in it. Oh my god, I'm... Damn it, I'm getting old. My brain's not with it anymore. I'd rather look at Millie. This is better than the specials for me.
Whilst her mysterious mystery mother just strolled.
Wait, Penny's here. You're saying this is better than Wild Blue Yonder? Damn.
Off. Didn't think to stop her or say hello, Doctor? No? Okay. This episode is just meh. Ncuti's energy is absolutely amazing, but I didn't feel like I really got a sense of his Doctor other than just, honey, babes, isn't it babes? Yeah, babes? A Doctor's first episode should give us an insight to their overall character, but I think this Doctor just comes out and's all like, hey, it's me, I'm really happy and full of energy, that's it, that's my thing. And Millie Gibson in this episode was fine. I've not really got too much to say about it, but that's about it. Yes, the visuals in this episode are phenomenal, but cheap MacGuffins and lazy writing brings this episode down to just okay.
And I think that's even being generous, to be honest. Danny, why'd you keep moving your arm under your desk? I'm not. I have this thing where I shake my legs, but it shakes the whole desk. I'm not doing anything funky, I swear. And my arm is just on my armrest. It's not my arm moving, it's my legs. I swear. Have you ever watched Life on Mars? No, I haven't. I know it's got John Sim though, hasn't it? Danny, do you believe in the theory that says the originally Desiderium should have been Ruby? No, I don't. It's so obvious that this scene with the police guy was added last minute. That was the one that they reshot, wasn't it? Quite late because Disney wanted it in, I think, because they said there's not enough Doctor in the start. Like Disney have any fucking clue what Doctor Who's about? Millie would get it. Stop it! Stop it! We only do male glazing here. David Tennant only. I find Smith and Capaldi and Eccleston eps are endlessly rewatchable. There are very few Tennant era episodes, ones I'd go back and watch. Really? That's incredible, because 90% of that era of the earlier years is Matt Smith and David Tennant. There's loads of rewatchable David Tennant ones, but then again, I'm a avid David Tennant glazer. Love seeing Danny's edging session. I'm not edging.
Oh yeah, and then there's this Mrs. Flood woman. She starts this series of fourth wall breaking, which really makes me angry.
Never seen a TARDIS before.
No, fuck off. No. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us on to the official start of Season 1, Space Baby.
Jesus, we're only 20 minutes into the video.
Yay, they fixed the intro sequence, but it's still out of sync. Yuck. And because it's Russell...
Matt H tipped 5, T biggest disappointment from the Disney era. Cherry Sunday never got her cup of tea frown.
Facts. Poor Cherry Sunday, man. I did love Cherry Sunday, but she definitely deserved her cup of tea. I love her. I think she was great. Thank you, Matt H, for the 5. I appreciate that. Look at me using my streamer terminology. Thanks for the 5. Thanks for the 5. Thank you for the £5, Matt. I appreciate you. Space babies is a crime against humanity.
T. Davis 2, there's no time to breathe. So the Doctor spouts all of the exposition we need to know, which I'm usually all for, but this is essentially a complete reboot. This does need to be explored for a new audience. We can't just be like, I'm the Doctor, I'm from Gallifrey, I can regenerate, haha, let's go fly the TARDIS. There's this joke sequence where Ruby steps on a butterfly, and we see the Doctor breathe regeneration energy into it, bringing it back to life. And that got me thinking, now that the Doctor's all like immortal and can just regenerate forever and ever, does that mean like he can just breathe regeneration energy into everything and bring everyone back to life? Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Epic shot of TARDIS landing on Satellite 5.
Satellite 5. This is one of my dad's favourite episodes. We'll never know why. What? Space babies? You can't be serious. What was the actual point in Mrs. Flood? We could have just had the Rani appear. The way they... Yeah, I know. Do you know what I think it is? I think Russell T Davies hadn't actually planned for it to be the Rani at the start. I think it was more of a last minute thing. I would almost guarantee it. Cherry's actress is also a lot younger than she appears, so could have definitely been more involved. How old is she? You fool, trying to apply logic to any Doctor Who plot point for the last decade.
Most of the universe is knackered.
Yes, that is a brilliant line. I love that line. And wow, incredible looking monster, I cannot lie. But it becomes very apparent that this was just for the trailers, because after this point, we only ever see it on these god-awful CCTV shots.
Oh, shit! Fuck me!
Then we come to this sequence, which is the clear recreation of the scene from The End of the World, where Ruby calls her mum.
I'll catch you in a minute.
It is really crazy to me that these two scenes were written by the exact same man. However, none of the emotion...
tipped 5, replace Susan with Cherry asking where her tea is to wake the Doctor up.
Hell yeah. Damn, that's a good edit. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that edit. I'll make it into like a YouTube Shorts. I like that one. Thank you for the £5. Cherry's actress is 68. Oh, damn. She's in EastEnders, is she? That makes sense why Russell's got her then. He loves a good EastEnders actor. I actually hated the fourth wall breaking as it's so prominent. Like it was going to lead to something. Why would the Rani break the fourth wall? I mean, I remember all those theories going around, like that Doctor Who was like within a TV show. That would have been so nuts. I know they kind of did it with Lux, but like, if that was like the season finale where like it was actually all fake and the Doctor had been like a weird TV show thing, that would have been so cool. But silly us for assuming that there'd be any sort of creativity in this show.
Beats hit the same. And listen, I get it. They're two completely different characters. However, I don't get the sense that Ruby is at all overwhelmed by anything, and she's constantly like, "Wowee, Doctor, how wonderful. Oh, this is fabulous. God, you're so amazing." Rose just felt like a human being to me, and one that was completely out of her depth, which is realistically what Ruby should be feeling as well.
But you, Rose, we've been waiting for an awfully long time.
Yeah, this this don't look good at all. So it's clear that all the Disney budget went in the first joke, because, man, these babies don't look great. And upon a rewatch, I get more confused about the premise of this episode. To me, it's like an episode of a cartoon. Oh, intelligent talking babies running a spaceship, but still poop themselves, lamau, lamau. Also, the Doctor traumatizing the children and finding it hilarious is also really strange to me. It just seems really out of character. Guys, the Doctor and Ruby...
That is so weird, isn't it? It's actually really odd that he does that. It's so strange. I love Anita Dobson, as I'm old enough to remember her from EastEnders. Wasn't she married to Den? Am I right in that? Dirty Den, is that his name? And just made everything up to keep her in. Yeah, I mean, Russell T Davies loves his soap actresses and actors. Honestly, one of the things that pisses me off most about Space Babies is the Doctor screaming and swearing. It just doesn't seem Doctor-like. Yeah, it is odd. Russell, what if everything was EastEnders Davies? I mean, I like his soap style. I think worked in series 1 because let's not forget Doctor Who's on such a shoestring budget for its first series with Christopher Eccleston, but he worked around it really well. And I think the dynamic with like Jackie and Rose. Sorry, I've really got to stop shaking my legs. I swear it's my legs. Who do you think should be the next showrunner? I don't have an opinion on that, to be honest. I don't even know at this point. I'm so over like speculating and seeing who I would like. I don't know any writers good enough, to be honest, or have anyone particularly that comes to mind. Ugh, the Bogeyman was not clever writing. He's just ripped the idea from the series and film Fungus the Bogeyman. Him traumatizing the baby is one of my favourite moments. Interesting.
Have a really meaningful conversation about her mother. Wow. We see more shots of mysterious woman pointing. Ooh, how ominous. This woman must be really important.
Also, why is the Doctor crying there? Why is he crying at the sight of that woman pointing?
Then it starts snowing. This seems to happen throughout the series and just never gets explained. And listen, I'm going to get this point out of the way now. I'm holding off criticism about the whole snowy stuff because I'm expecting it to be explained in season 2. However, we haven't seen it yet, so I'm just holding off my criticisms for now. Oh my god!
Well, let's get my criticisms in now. It never gets explained. Of course it doesn't, because why would it? Literally nothing gets explained in this era. Anything that needs to be explained in this era doesn't get explained. But hey ho, let's just bring everyone back for no reason. That's epic. Writer's room, not showrunner. I agree to an extent. It probably should have like 2 or 3 writers. I think a whole writer's room is a terrible idea. The show becomes American at that point and is very like... Yeah, that's a very Americanized thing, I think, for something like Doctor Who to have like a whole writer's team. But I definitely think it should have like maybe 2 or 3 writers to counteract each other and say, no, that's not a good idea. No, that doesn't make sense because of this. Having Russell just do all the work and then hire people to do one off, I just don't... Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. It's like the theory the Daleks had to be in every episode, but instead it's the Doctors must cry.
The baby has been game-ended. JK, he somehow ran away from the monster and hid in this locker. How did he do that then? How did he do that? Anyways, it turns out that the Bogeyman is made out of bogies. Ugh. So Nanny's like, yuck, yuck, I hate bogeys, and tries to game end it. And the Doctor's all like, nah, the bogeyman is one of the children or something. What? So the bogeyman starts getting sucked off, and then so does the Doctor because he tries to save it. But of course, the Doctor does save him, and then it howls like a wolf or something. Then the ship gets like its travelling power by farts.
Man, this episode is arse. It's so bad.
Yes, all of those things I just said are really what happened. So here's the thing. I think my initial reaction to this was like, oh my god, new season of Doctor Who. Yay, it's so fun, it's so fun. But if we're talking about story, Ncuti's energy is fantastic, but I am...
Mate, am I just going to say that for every single episode he's in? Seriously.
Still not familiar with what kind of Doctor he is. Sure, he has some absolute sass, Yas Queen and all that, and he likes to traumatize children, but what else is this Doctor about? And the same goes for Ruby, other than, wow, I don't know my mum. Who is me mum, please? I don't feel like I relate to her character in any way other than her just being excitable with the Doctor. But it is early days, guys. It is very early days. The visuals in this episode are absolutely sublime. Ncuti is great fun, and Murray Gold played his little heart out with some great little bits of soundtrack in there. But the story is so weak. The babies look awful, and the whole premise actually just doesn't make any sense at all. This episode, guys, is going in not for me. Mainly because I will never ever watch this episode again, just like 99% of Doctor Who fans.
It's called The Devil's Chord.
Tell me more, sir.
Yeah, this episode really just wastes no time getting into it at all.
Them. What? Me. What? I'm them. You're who? You're who?
See, guys, this use of pronoun correction is hilarious, and anyone that genuinely got offended by it needs to go and have their heads checked. Wowee, Jinx.
See, the difference. She turned it into comedy, which made it funny, which makes you think about it and makes you go, oh, okay, they are, they, them. Did I just incorrectly pronounce the pronouns? God, that's a hard sentence to say.
Monsoon is fucking incredible in this. Yeah, I mean, that was a bit weird. But damn, what an intro to the episode. We even get this epic transition from piano into theme tune. Frickin' love that. Yes, you see, this is what Doctor Who should be. Travelling to different times, showing them getting excited, getting changed into the eras. I love all this stuff. I also really like in this sequence that we don't use the psychic paper, albeit very convenient. And before this episode was released, I did wonder how they were going to go about using Beatles music because, yeah, they're not very nice when it comes to using their songs. However, they did...
Have you heard the rumours about how much it costs to, like, license one of their songs? Apparently it's like the highest like of any artist, apparently, allegedly. Oh look, it's Lux. I've fortunately rewatched it before the series 2 finale because I thought it was important. I was obviously very wrong. Yes she was. Why does Ncuti put on a wig? I don't think he puts on a wig. The TARDIS does his hair
in a way that I was not expecting.
I've got a dog, he's called Fred. My dog is alive, he's not dead.
What the fuck? Susan Twist! Susan Twist! There is this wonderful sequence with the Doctor and Paul McCartney talking about how music has fallen, but deep down they know music is there. Then Maestro puts a stop to it. Oh yeah, love it! And there is that Russell T Davies cheese again. Yes! I also really love the reference to the Doctor living over there.
I live over there.
You do what?
I live over there.
What do you mean?
I love this reference because I always wonder, wait, the Doctor has been here before. What if he bumps into himself? So it's good that he addresses it here. Also, probably a little foreshadowing. Susan coming back, who knows? Anyway, Ruby...
The fact that I used a picture of Mrs. Flood there indicate that she might be Susan. How hopeful I was. But I did predict it. I did predict Susan's return.
Plays a little tune, and as you can see, it's definitely really her playing the piano. But then Maestro appears, so the Doctor absolutely shits himself and runs away.
You survived.
It tore my soul in half. I can't survive that again.
I'm not being funny, Doctor, but it hardly looked that traumatic, mate. You were literally parading around in your underwear. Ruby's all like, oh, Doctor, clearly everything's alright, 'cause I'm alive. So the Doctor just shows her London completely destroyed. But then it's interrupted by Maestro in this absolutely fantastic sequence. She reveals her entire plan.
I'm going solo.
God, this is so...
I realise I'm still mispronouncing her pronouns. Their pronouns. Shit. That's very difficult to get right, I will say. I don't come across many they thems. Honestly, Ncuti with big hair looks very bad. Susan does come back. What you mean? She plays a huge part in the behind the scenes.
Easy, I love it! Jinx Monsoon's performance is absolutely sublime.
Sublime! I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that.
I loved the Barbie film. I went to the cinema to watch it 3 times with my mate Brad. Right, love you, Brad. But we went to see it 3 times. Fucking love that film. It's just such a good film. I don't care what anyone says.
My God, this is one of the greatest jokes that Doctor Who has ever told. Oh my God, that is actually top tier. But unfortunately, guys, that's where the highs for this episode come to an end. There is some absolutely lovely visuals, but there's more of this, oh, the mystery of Ruby, oh, what's the mystery? When this series was first released, yeah, cool, it was so intriguing. However, when you're watching this a second time over, and you know what happens at the end, it comes across really stupid. Then there's this...
Music battle.
This is really over the top, especially when you know...
That's so bad, isn't it? Daddy, what we said, stop edging. Tedmus, it's a reference that I'm riding solo. Oh, you're not going to like it, what I'm about to say, but I didn't like the Barbie movie. I'm so sorry. Goated movie, right? Because we did Barbenheimer. We did Barbenheimer twice. Oppenheimer we watched once. We thought it was good. Great. We watched it a second time and then we realised, wow, we've just put ourselves through another 4 hours. We didn't need to do that. But Barbie, 3 times. 3rd time we went drunk. It was great fun. It was so funny as well because the guy we went with brought his mate. Well, there was 4 of us. And one of the guys was like, I'm just going to go toilet, yeah? I'm just going to go toilet. And he went home. because we were singing along to the Barbie songs. And he fully just upped and left. It was so funny. It got like 20 minutes after he left. We went, he's been in the toilet a long time. And then actually he'd just gone home. He was so pissed off that we were all singing along to the Barbie songs. But hey, I don't regret it. Never once. And I've never seen that guy again. He's not got the energy to be friends with us, that's for sure. Most masculine moviegoer. Hell yeah.
They're not even actually playing. Anyways, guys, the Doctor pulls an absolute whoopsie and gets the chord wrong. And of course, I called it the Beatles Save the Day. And listen, as corny as it is, I'm glad it wasn't the Doctor that saved the day in this episode. Yeah, so there's like there's this musical number for some reason. I don't really have too much to say on this. But
interestingly enough, there's a deleted scene from this episode which explains why there's a musical number. The Doctor explains how like there's time's going to reset, which means the whole world of music's going to go a bit skits and everyone's going to start singing. Why did they delete that? It perfectly explains why they're going to randomly burst into song, but they cut it out and then just cut to them doing this musical number, which makes no sense. Non-giant age music characters can hear. Oh, he's just explaining what non-diegetic means. Hey man, who doesn't appreciate that I'm just Ken? Yeah, right? Exactly, Dr. Fruit, exactly. My sister sang I'm Just Ken song, and by this point, I was just like, shut. Wow. Guys, where are the fun people in here? Where are the fun people? Man has watched Harbo's video recently. Yeah, you're right. That's where I got it from. Thanks for reminding me. Yes, I have. Somehow the Always a Twist makes less sense now than it did then. Yeah, you're right. Murray cameo. Yeah, Murray God was in it. Isn't there a deleted scene where they play this song over Sutek getting spun around? Probably.
because it's effectively pointless. I love the overall message of this episode, the importance of music and the influence it has on humanity. Jinx...
I'm pretty sure, apart from my stream after the season finale, this is the most people we've had in the stream. Like, at one point. So thanks, guys. I hope you guys have left a like on the stream, because there's only 30 likes, which would indicate to me that there's 30 of you sitting here who have not thumbs it up, which is outrageous. Punishment, you have to donate. Hey man, I got to play the game. You know what I mean? I got to play the game. If I edited this episode, would have been so much better. But I got portrayed by the executive producer who kicked me off the project. Crazy story. Is that true? What irritates me about the Devil's Chord is the deleted scene is that it's so quick to explain it. Exactly. So why was it? Why was it deleted?
Monsoon is absolutely fantastic in this episode. However, this was advertised as a Beatles episode, and they were barely in it. The resolution was a bit pants, and it seems to me...
I could always trust the OGs that hear every time. Why wouldn't you like the stream? You must hate me. Is the sympathy, is the fishing working? My bad, King. Thumbs up. Yeah, hell yeah, Trainer Rad. Welcome to the good books. Obviously, I'm joking. But thanks. I can legally I can't legally donate. Shame. Get your parents involved then. Say, I must donate to this incredible YouTuber man. He needs the money.
Like, this pantheon that they've been going on about can seem to be defeated quite easily. But anyone that dislikes this episode because of, ooh, drag queen, yeah, it's absolutely pathetic. Because this episode is very good, so I will be putting it in good. Boom! Oh my goodness me, David Hasselhoff is back. After 7 years and what feels like an eternity, the Moff returns to help Russell T Davies get this show off the ground once again. Moffat is renowned for writing bangers under Russell T Davies' tenure. So hopefully he can return to us with an absolute banger. As you know, I love me an episode that's set in one place. It's really great to just slow things down, spend time with the main characters, and maybe we'll just have a little space to breathe and learn more about Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor.
I am going to say this, and it's going to be a hot take. I actually think, and I myself included am responsible for this, I think this episode is overrated. I think it's a good episode. Don't get me wrong. It's a really, really good episode. But I think most of us were just quite happy to see Moffat return and have something quite different. And I think it's ever so slightly overrated. I'm not saying it's a bad episode. Trust me, I'm really not. It's a really good episode. Like, it's a proper Doctor Who episode. Do you know what I mean?
Start the episode with Bird Box Man asking to smell this kid's breath.
I need to smell your witty breath. Oh, you little liar.
And I will say the level of detail on this set, by the way, is incredible. And the way that they made this episode is absolutely fascinating as well. I love it when Doctor Who tries new things.
I'll let you see my tattoo.
Your tattoo.
It's not on general view.
It took 1 minute for a horny Stephen Moffat innuendo. Wow, that is record time. It's only been 7 years, Steve. So the Doctor steps on a landmine. Big oopsie poopsie. Oh my god, Susan Twist ambulance. Susan Twist ambulance. But at least we've got a very interesting premise.
One wrong move and boom.
He said the episode title. That's funny. I love the tension in this episode. Russell T Davies 2 has definitely been lacking it, and the tension is raised even more when Ruby finds this fleshlight. You can really tell this episode is written by Stephen Moffat just by the way the Doctor babbles on, but it doesn't feel too incessant. He's funny whilst clearly in a state of panic, and he is emotional, but in this moment it is completely warranted, and I really, really enjoy Ncuti's performance in this episode. The way the pair try and calm each other down in the suspenseful moments is absolutely fantastic. And looking back, I genuinely think this is the only episode in the entire series where we watch these two characters and their blossoming friendship, and it really shocks me that this is the episode that wasn't written by Russell T Davies, because character writing is Russell's bread and butter. Anyway, it quickly goes tits up when terrible child acting.
Should have seen the red flags then. I would agree it's not perfect, however, when it's exploring new territory, but it genuinely did make me feel like a kid watching it. Again, I agree, Tom. I completely agree. I think that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, I don't think it's at all a perfect episode, but it's definitely the one that like made you like. It's like a classic Doctor Who episode, like one-off, something completely new, something really cool. Yeah. Ruby is just written like Clara here. Maybe that's why it was a bit more interesting. Oh, we've got Russian text.
It shows up. Of course, Stephen. Like you just couldn't resist using a terrible child actor, could you, man? Then season 2 companion gets involved, and then Susan Ambulance shows up, and everyone's bloody arguing. Oh, and then just to top it off, little simp boy over here just absolutely gay men's Ruby. God, this story is great. But of course, it's interrupted by more. Who is Ruby's mum? Who is it? Oh, what a mystery this will be. But guys, it turns out that these soldiers have been fighting nothing because capitalism bad and war good. Ruby gets brought back to life and the day is saved. The episode ends with the Doctor's excitement, which I absolutely love. Oh my god, it just is so great. Stephen Moffat needed that break because he came back with the best episode of RTD2 so far, aside from Wild Blue Yonder. Stephen chucks...
I was going to say then, whoa, Danny, hold up.
In a lot of fan service and references.
Fish fingers and custard is my favourite.
Ncuti and Millie's performances in this episode are absolutely fantastic. The tension was sublime, and the way this episode was made is really fascinating. However, the weird rush love interest, the terrible child acting, and the slightly cringe ending stops this episode from being top tier. But I will say, this episode is going in great. 73 yards. So, the season is finally picking up, and the Doctor and Ruby end up in Wales.
The war between the
oh my god! What? That's where I am!
Was that foreshadowing? The Doctor stands on this string ring, which would have been blown away by the wind if it was on the edge of this cliff. I'm just saying that. But anyway, he then ends up...
Please, Stephen, stop using the kids. It's true. After his writing process, what if Doctor Who met talking babies and went against a monster made of boogers? That's because, like I said, the difference between Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat is Russell writes for kids. Russell writes for children. And it shows sometimes. But his character writing tends to appease to the adults at the same time. Like, I think Russell's really good at making monsters for kids. Stephen Moffat's making good monsters to scare people with.
Evaporating. Ruby tries to find him, but then finds Mysterious Woman, and then tries to have a conversation with her as if she was stood right in front of her.
Have you seen my friend? He was here.
What? What are you saying, love?
Can you just wait there?
Love, I'm deaf. Can you not tell by the fucking sign language?
Okay.
Ruby then bumps into Susan Twist, but Mysterious Lady interrupts by telling her that Ruby's breath stinks. There is this absolutely fabulous scene in this little Welsh pub where we meet some really interesting characters, and they all decide to prank Ruby by building this sinister story about Mad Jack.
Hurry up, I've got my hands full. You've got enough passes here to last 2 weeks.
But throughout this sequence, there is some...
Did anyone see Bolstreck's video on this? Where he absolutely lost it at pasties. He had no idea what a pasty was, and he was just like, what the heckin' flippery pasties? Why are we talking about these silly heckin' pasties? Completely unaware that pasties are very, very traditional food here in the Brits, for the Brits. Will you react to the CBeebies Doctor Who show? I probably won't react to it. I'll definitely do a video on it. If you notice, the lady is actually Mrs. Flood impersonating Michael Caine. Y'all have some weird food.
Really wonderful natural dialogue and some great banter. The episode starts off gripping, but the grip gets grippier when more and more people start to turn on Ruby. Not like that, guys. Come on, don't be an animal. Cherry Sunday's back.
Oh my god, you're right. The pub owner also played one of the cannibals in Torchwood. You're right. That makes a lot of sense. You'll need the content, to be fair. I would. I've got plans next year. I've got plans. My channel's going to be a little bit different. I'll keep the Doctor Who content coming, always. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about very different shows. Not just British shows as well. I'll be going into, like, American shows as well.
Yay!
I told her that man was no good with his box of magic tricks.
And so is Mystery Lady, Mrs. Flood.
Nothing to do with me.
Guys, yeah, listen, we really slept on this line of dialogue, didn't we? Looking back, that is really quite obvious. Why would anyone say that? She clearly has something to do with it. So first it was...
This chat are animals, bro. The way they talk about Ruby. Yeah, I tend to gloss over it most of the time. Though I can't see any messages yet.
Susan Twist. Then it was Welsh Pubman.
Are you going to cover Brooklyn Nine-Nine? It's definitely one of the shows I want to do. I'll give you guys a little insight to what I'm thinking, right? And let me know your thoughts. So I want to do a video on Friends. Friends is 100% a guarantee because Friends was such a huge part of my childhood, right? It was alongside Doctor Who. So Friends, I'm going to do like a full 10-season review in one video. I want to do Peep Show. I want to do The In-Betweeners. I want to do a SpongeBob one as well because I feel like there's some good old content in there. So I'll do SpongeBob. I want to do Family Guy. Because I want to open up that conversation of, you know, a lot of people have that argument that like, oh, SpongeBob and Family Guy are just not good anymore, but people have sort of grown up. Have you seen The Boys / Gen V? I have. The Boys was something I wanted to do, but those shows are slightly too slow, I think. I mean, plus a lot of it I'd have to blur, which is annoying. But there are a lot of TV shows I want to, like Severance is one I really would love to talk about, but it's like, ugh. Are you going to cover the American In-Between? No, I feel like too many YouTubers have already done it. I would just be saying the same thing as them, like American In-Between is bad. I want to glaze and point out the funny things in the In-Betweeners and make everyone reminisce and enjoy it. Would you review Merlin? I don't think I would, but I've got to play the YouTube game at the same time. I think not a lot of people would watch the Merlin video. I think definitely... Actually, I don't know. Maybe people would watch the Merlin video. Because there's not a lot of videos on Merlin, I don't think. Maybe. Let me think there. Up there with Arrested Development Sunny. Always Sunny in Philadelphia is another one I want to do a video on as well. Like, I want to definitely delve into the sitcom era. Like, more funny things. Definitely more funny things. Yeah. Because... I can't keep talking about Doctor Who forever. I'm not a Doctor Who YouTuber in the sense of like I'm not like Confused Adipose or Faries where like I want to sit and talk about Doctor Who leaks because it's just there's not, especially with where the show's at the moment. Are we even going to get Doctor Who again? Like exactly, I've got to think about other options, and I just think I can't rely on doing Doctor Who leaks or Doctor Who theories or like reviews on Big Finish. That's just, I'm not at that level. I don't have like I want to have fun on YouTube. Like I'm not saying that their content is bad or I'm not discrediting their content, but they're YouTubers that do that content. You know, I'll let them do that. I want to do other stuff. Ever watch Primeval? Yes, I have. Okay, I'm going to regret this. Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix? No, I haven't. That doesn't sound like a bit of me at all. Only Fools and Horses? Possibly. Yeah, because I've not seen all of them. There are definitely older comedies I want to look at. Not Going Out, Outnumbered. I don't like Not Going Out. I find Lee Mack a bit too much. I love Lee Mack on like Would I Lie to You and then like his panel shows. Him acting in Not Going Out tires me out. But Outnumbered's very good actually. There's nothing to leak, exactly. Is your channel name going to get longer as you review more shows? DTDW and other stuff. DTDW AOS. Content is going to run out fast after the unit spin-off. Yeah, probably. You should Red Dwarf. Thank you. That reminds me. Red Dwarf. Still avoiding Classic Who. Do you know what I'm avoiding about Classic Who? Is I don't want to spend hours upon hours upon hours upon hours making Classic Who content that very few people are going to watch. It's a big commitment. It's not that I don't want to do it.
The Time Shadow tipped 5. Hey Danny, I just got back from dinner, so if I ask a question that you've already answered or spoken ABT, then I just missed it, so just let me know.
Okay, no worries, Time Shadow. Thank you for the £5. Yeah, shoot your questions. If you give me money, you can shoot as many questions as you want. I'll repeat myself happily. No, thank you. But yeah, Classic Who is something that just takes so much time, and it is. There's 26 years worth of it to watch, and it's not like New Who where you just got like 13 episodes. It's like 4 parts. It'd be very difficult to, because I would love to have done a tier list video on it, but there's a lot of tier lists to go through, a lot of episodes. Do you know what I mean? He was killed off so fast in Kablam. Yeah, Lee Mack was. Honestly, whatever you do, I'm here for it. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. It's going to be DTRDOFOFAHDW. Jesus, that took me a while to type. Danny talks Red Dwarf, OnlyFans, American Horror, Doctor Who. Oh yeah, Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes would be good. I don't think they're the best shows ever, but anything. I'll definitely check it out, because Life on Mars is definitely one that's been popping around. I always see it there. Out of curiosity, why do you not like the Mavity gloves or the speaking rope gadgets? Have been used in the show a lot, and speaking rope shows off the Doctor's intelligence. Speaking rope. Just that concept in itself is stupid. And it shows off the Doctor's intelligence, but the Doctor's intelligent anyway. Like, we know the Doctor's intelligent. I just don't think it shows intelligence in the way that it should do. Rope doesn't speak. Well.
Raludum Relum has become a member.
Thank you for becoming an absolute slice. Your name will appear at the end of my next video, which should hopefully be within the next 2 weeks. Happy days. Thank you for joining. OnlyFans drops when? I'd speak it. It's taken me 2 years to finish the black and white era. I did do like reaction videos to the first series, but when you upload a video, you have to private it first in case there's any copyright. And every time I uploaded, they were just getting copyright struck. And I was like, I can't be bothered to keep doing this. So I gave up. And I did the first 2 episodes. Oh no, I did the first 4 episodes in one video. A lot of Classic Who rankings go by story rather than episode. Yeah, but again, there's still a lot of stories. And I will be completely honest, there are a few Classic Who stories I like, but it's like... some of them are so poorly aged that it is difficult to see the good in the story. You've got to have the ability to detach yourself. And I can at times, but not all the time. And I don't want to be fake and being like, this is epic. And also, my style of content as well. I take the piss out of the show quite a lot. And I feel like if I was to do that with Classic Who, people would just get really angry with me because they think I'm just being harsh about it. When I'm doing it out of love, but... some people just don't get that, and it'd be very hard to attract new people to the channel if I'm being like, big bubble wrap man walks onto cardboard set. You should react to Doctor Who corn parody. Do you know what? I've seen it, and it's hilarious. I have thought about it. I've just got to find a way to work around it. The corn. It's okay, you could say Timelash. Earthshock. Is the Series 15 video live stream nearly finished processing? No, I have now privated it properly because I want to upload it as a VOD to the Reacts channel. A lot of Classic Who is an acquired taste, exactly. I've only seen Tomb of the Cybermen, Time Warrior and City of Death, and they're all great, so I don't know. Tempted to watch everything. I mean, definitely give it a go. But there's so much, and when you realise how much of it's been retconned or, you know, rewritten or forgotten, it's like, do you want to commit hours and hours of your life watching stuff that's not important anymore? But I get why you'd watch it. You watch it for the Doctors, you watch it for the story, you know. It's got pros and cons. Have you reacted to the video called Accurate 13th Doctor Parody? Is that from JXE? Because I think I have. I watched it when it first came out a long time ago. Maybe I could do that for next stream. I can react to some of that.
Now it's Ruby's mum. But then we get Kate Lethbridge-Stewart. Oh my god, she's back. But she turns against Ruby too. Guys, we are literally halfway through this episode and it has been absolute perfection. However, in typical Russell T Davies 2 fashion, the pace just accelerates and the episode very quickly just falls apart. We see a montage of Ruby aging and gaining a bond with this mystery lady. The way they make Ruby age is just so pathetically funny. Did they do what they did with Amy in The Girl Who Waits? You know, when the show had a significantly lower budget? No, they just put some glasses on her. Wow, look at this woman. She is definitely over 40. Wow, wow.
It goes to show how lazy this era is at times. It really does. I've only seen Earthshock. That's a good episode. It is a good story, yeah. I want to enjoy Classic Who, but I couldn't get past the first few episodes of the First Doctor's era. I've watched the first season, I suppose it's called. William Hartnell is actually great. Like when you lock in on his Doctor in particular, you realise how funny and interesting he is. City of Death is Moffat before Moffat was a thing. Yeah. I don't think this episode would be much better if it was a two-parter. Don't know, because this is a good episode.
Then we are introduced to a terribly underbaked Welsh Trump man, Robert, or Roger, or something. We know he's bad because he hates immigrants and wants to nuke people. Ugh, that's original. And by the way, that is literally all we find out about him. That is it.
Being honest, I've been watching Classic Who through the Blu-ray box sets each of the first time when they come out, so I've not seen it all yet. I would love to get the Blu-ray box sets, but if you ever go into HMV, they're like 40 quid per DVD. I'm like, no.
He's just racist. And literally, as we meet him, we get to the resolution of the episode. Yep. Ruby saves the day by walking onto the Cardiff City football pitch and scaring evil bad man. That's it. He's defeated. Then, to finish the episode off, we actually see old Ruby on her deathbed, and Michael Caine gets eaten by...
Michael Caine. You should do a tier list ranking on all the Doctors. It might be tricky, but that's the thing, Time Shadow, I have to watch the whole of Classic Who to make a fair judgment, and I've not seen all of it. That's why I won't do a Doctor Who ranking. I have, like, an idea in my head, but I don't think it's fair to judge a Doctor without seeing all of their stories. Because I know, like, the Sixth Doctor would be ranked quite low, but he might have been actually good, but I've not seen the stories.
A creepy mystery woman.
You dirty little fucking...
Wow. So, was the mystery woman Ruby all along? I guess she was, but no? Guys, it's never explained. In fact, the more you deep this episode, the more none of it makes any sense at all. And listen, I get Russell T Davies saying, "Alright, boyo, I'm never going to tell you what she said. I'm never going to tell you that." That's me doing my Welsh again, apologies. And, you know, that's fair enough. But Russell T Davies seems to think that in this series, we should just accept whatever he writes and not question anything at all. Can you at least explain how and why the Doctor disappeared, and what the actual point of this mysterious woman was, and why any of this happened in the first place? Listen, the first half of this episode is absolute perfection. It's gripping, it's creepy, it's fascinating.
Roger Atwilliam is a Welsh Keir Starmer. Unfortunately not, because I think Roger Atwilliam is right-wing. I mean, Keir Starmer says he's left-wing, but... maybe. Yeah, fair enough.
Direction in this episode is fantastic, and the cinematography is super, super sexy. But the lack of explanation to this story leaves you frustratingly confused, and it by far has one of the most underbaked villains we've ever seen in Doctor Who history. However, I still really enjoyed this episode nonetheless. But I've got to stand my ground. It's going in good. Yeah, because I get annoyed thinking about the episode, so it's got to go in good. That's it. Dot and Bubble. One thing I will give this new season, it has some really creative concepts which are so refreshing. We follow Lindy, a typical Fiat 500 driver, in the world of Fine Time, where they live in their own bubbles. And man, I love subtle social commentary, man. Watching this, I was so confused as to how we could support this main character in this episode. She is so unlikable. Obviously, it's not until the ending that you realise that was the intention all along. So, there's these slug things infiltrating Fine Time and killing off all of these little rich white kids. Oh my god, literally one of them is sucking off this man. So Poppy tries to escape and does a cracking job at doing so. The Doctor and Ruby are trying to assist her, where Poppy then explains the world and how it works and reveals it's just for rich kids that get to live here for free. Susan Twist! Susan bloody Twist! Anyway, Poppy then meets Ricky September. Wow, he is super epic hot right now. He then finds out that the entire homeworld population has been absolutely game-ended. Just rip. Then it's explained to us that these slugs are killing everyone in alphabetical order, where we have one of the most brutal backstabbings and death scenes ever in Doctor Who. Fucking Jesus! But wait, if...
After She's Run the Pantheon was a major letdown. Agreed. I'm back. I had to go and change a very dirty nappy. I'm never beating the Unk allegations. Was it your own nappy? You wear nappies? Oh dear. The mystery woman was Ruby's shadow. Psychologist Carl Jung said your shadow is all parts of you that you dislike and are ashamed of, and that you resolve that by embracing your shadow. Ah, so it's very meta and subtle. That makes sense. I think at the time of making this, I was like, nope. Because it was left to interpretation, wasn't it, really? I call this episode Dotus Bubblus for some reason. Fair enough. Poppy Toppy. I think Lindy should have tried to join the Doctor, but gets peer pressured into rejecting him. He would have made that better. Interesting. Sorry guys, I'm completely just zoned out there. I'm getting thirsty. I need a drink. How has it only got worse since? Who knows. I don't agree with what you said about Roger App getting defeated. I think using the gimmick of women. Yeah, fair enough. Every 60 seconds, a minute passes. Damn. Just want to say for the record that obviously it was not my own nappy.
The Dots were the ones that were getting pissed off and wanted to game end everyone. Why didn't they just do this from the beginning? This would have saved a lot of time. But then it becomes clear that Lindy is just an awful, awful person. And that is when we get to the climax, where we find out why. The Doctor offers to save them and take them off of the planet. And this is where all of the random aggression starts to make sense.
We couldn't travel with you.
Get a drink.
Because you, sir, are not one of us. So you were kind, although it was your duty to save me. Now thank you.
Ralliudum Relum Tip 2. Why are you
They
saying
are all
game ended?
racists.
Haha, those
Watching
comments.
this episode the second time round really makes you realise the amount of microaggressions that I, a white male,
right.
didn't even clock.
Thank you for the £2.
Is that?
I really don't get how people got confused. I thought I was saying gay mended. Like, it was... having to justify that was so odd. They're like, what do you mean by gay mended? Are you saying they're mending the gays? No. Game ended. It's a term for dead. I can say that in this stream now because it's been a while. Game ended. Killed. Murdered. Please don't demonetise me, YouTube. He's saying gay man dead. Fuck's sake. It's like in the video game when you die. Game ended. Yeah, it's one of them horrible... I was thrown by game ended for so long. Silly. Yeah, it was so funny having to justify those. Oh dear. Anyway.
Is it something to do with you?
Walk without the arrows.
Oh, that's what I just said. Now shut up. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Didn't I block you? I knew it. I did. I thought that you just looked the same, but I muted you.
Unmute it, honey.
I was so right to hate you. He is going to be so disciplined. I can't wait. Okay, I think he's not as stupid as he looks.
We couldn't travel with you. So you were kind, although it was your duty to save me.
Yeah, this episode is insanely thought-provoking.
I'm really surprised I didn't get copyright strike. I used a lot of footage there. EA Sports, it's in the game ending. The actress for Lindy is great, by the way. Yes, she is. She's really
And if
good.
anyone says, "Oh, this episode is so woke, it's awful, God, what, are you calling white people racist?" This is literally the least on-the-nose political commentary you could get. At no point do any of these characters actively say, "Hey, we hate anyone who's not white." It is portrayed solely in their behaviour, and I think that is absolutely brilliant. Their own arrogance, ignorance, and bigotry leads them to their death. And this is the one time a group of people refuse.
Could you say bulleted? I feel like bulleted is very singular, isn't it? Because what if someone gets hit by a car? They've not been bulleted then. Do you know what I mean? You say game ended with a super epic voice. Game ended. I don't think I'm capable.
To be saved by the Doctor, and it absolutely breaks him. And
it's crazy to think this is the first scene that Ncuti Gatwa filmed, isn't it? That's pretty cool.
The thing is, he doesn't even care that they were racists. He's more bothered by the fact that he couldn't save their lives. God damn, what a man. It's really great when an episode of Doctor Who gets you thinking, especially when it's done in a way where it feels like it's not preaching at you or telling you off. This is how social commentary should be done in Doctor Who. I love this episode, and watching it a second time, I loved it even more. And knowing that this is the first scene that Ncuti shot as well,
Jinx.
Fair play, my son, fair play. This episode, guys, is going in.
This, along with Wild Blue Yonder and 73 Yards, is why I genuinely think RTD still has the touch. He does. I don't think that's ever real. He does and he doesn't at the same time. He's clearly appeasing the higher ups, I think, sometimes. But it's just, I don't know. His mind is obviously more, let's generate content to get Doctor Who back on the map. That he can sometimes sprinkle in a little banger, but more often than not, he's just doing what his brain is saying. This is good. This will get Twitter talking, and it just falls flat. One of the few moments where Ncuti felt like the Doctor. You're right.
In great. Oh boy, here we go. Right, here we go. Rogue.
Yeah.
I got so much shtick for my.
I think. Let's see some of these comments. Yeah, they're not in love. They're in puppy love. The honeymoon and is a different Doctor, and without the baggage of the war and eternal loss, he still hurts and is opening himself up. Who's again? He has grieved his planet. Blah, blah, blah. And Bridgeton is the hottest property around right now. I know stoner surfer dudes who are invested in this going on. I don't know what
reactions.
The Doctor has fallen for people quickly before. Whirlwind romances, they happen all the time. I knew I loved my wife the day I met her. I see this as no different. Yeah, but I don't think your wife tried to kill you. I think that's the difference there. Glock, 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 9592.
To this episode. It is still my most disliked video on this channel, and it's nowhere near the highest viewed. Make it make sense. People straight away listed me as homophobic, a bigot, anti-woke, which of course anyone who's actually seen my DTDW Reacts YouTube channel, you should definitely subscribe.
Oh my god, look at my old profile picture. 1,000 subs! Peasant! Oh, hello. Who's texting me? Oh, you're thinking of game ended. Time for you to be sticked. Which Doctor and companion do you think has the best theme? For me, it's 11 and Ruby. Peter... No. It's between David Tennant and Peter Capaldi have the best Doctor theme, in my opinion. I know people think Matt Smith's is. I just think it's way overused. Best companion, probably Clara. Or Amy's. Amy's or Clara's. Rogue was a pile of wank. Facts. I don't think your wife tried to kill you is valid. If Chibnall can come back, please have the same energy he had writing Countryside. Yeah, I mean, Countryside has its flaws. It's not a great, like, perfectly written episode. Like, having Captain Jack just come in and shoot everyone wasn't really a great resolution. It was an episode that suffered from being a one-part. Then when Rogue says, I love you in the finale, it's like, what exactly? It just sucks. I've tried many times, but I've yet to sit through Rogue from beginning to end. Same with Story and Engine. Both episodes for me, rigid. Yeah, fact. Facts.
Right now, you guys would know that that is very much not the case. And I will stand by the fact that this episode is not good. And let me tell you for why. The episode starts with two rambunctious saltburn bad boys having a jolly old scrap until one of them gets electrocuted. Yes, this episode is about shape-shifting birds that roleplay as humans because they love the drama or something. Sure, sounds like an interesting premise.
Oh my, Bridgerton.
Yeah, I still find it really strange that a BBC and a Disney show consistently reference one of Netflix's most successful shows multiple times. And it definitely doesn't get old, guys. The Doctor references these magical earrings that Ruby's wearing.
I don't know these.
What the fuck is that comment? Jesus Christ. Watched the Torchwood review last night. So funny seeing Chibnall wrote all of those CUM jokes when his era is so crushingly asexual.
The time shadow tipped 1, I think Russell has still got the brilliance he always had. The only difference now is that he's not prioritizing the quality like he did before. He's prioritizing hype and content. He still has the physical capability to write good Doctor Who.
Spitting facts. That's very true. That's very true. Thank you for the one. Thank you for the one. See, look, my streamer terminology again. Yeah, you're right. He is solely... I mean, I guess he had a target, right? I imagine the Disney executives brought him in and were like, Russell, you need to get Doctor Who back on the map. So you need to do everything in its power to get it trending. And you know the whole irony of the whole thing, right, is that Mr. Ring-a-Ding was the thing that was trending the most. That comment is a Bo Burnham quote. Oh, I had no idea what that was referencing. I was so like, what? But yeah, when I hear that back now, it makes sense. I think hype and content is an issue with television as a whole recently, yeah. Especially when you got Disney involved. We need more Disney Plus subscriptions.
Psychic earrings, just don't set them to battle mode.
And of course, I instantly clocked onto them in my reaction. I'm not sure on that. Susan Twist! Susan Twist! Susan Twist! Twist!
Danny, what's this TTS donation thing? It's text to speech, but it's another space to donate. But the text to speech donations, that link I've put in, I get to keep more of the money. Basically, I get a higher percentage. But the super chat also is text to speech. It just means that your comment will be read out on the stream. But it's a bit more long doing it through the other Stream Elements link. It's a bit longer. You have to go in and sign in and all that. Whereas super chat, you just quickly pop in your Apple Pay or whatever. Like if you just wrote the show well, it would do well. I hate the streaming age. Yeah, Danny sold out. Hell yeah.
Anyways, Doctor finds mysterious, attractive American man, which brings me to my first issue with the episode. If this character is not Captain Jack, which it isn't, then this really is just a blatant rip-off of his character. Or attractive, flirty space freelancer who has an American accent, with an invisible ship and a big quote-unquote gun. Yeah, we're definitely not just redoing Captain Jack at all. No, forget that. It really just screams like the show is trying to rehash something that was successful before. And sure, I take no issue with this rogue character. He's got some flirty banter. But his thing seems to just be he lost someone once. Okay, now I do want to point out, I enjoy the banter between the Doctor and Rogue, and the flirty energy is all good. But essentially, they spend the episode spouting exposition and explaining things to each other, and all in all, I just don't find Rogue an interesting character whatsoever. For the Doctor to then save himself, he then reveals that he is actually a Time Lord. Although I'm not really sure how this defends his case, because Rogue is after shape-shifting aliens that take on many faces, just for the Doctor to explain that he is, well, exactly that. And then Rogue seems to just fall in love with him?
Wow. Oh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Never anything on is there. Never been more true. That is very true. Danny, can you give your thoughts on Billie Piper as Doctor Who? Well, she's not Doctor Who, is she? So, I don't know. It depends what they do with her. If they come back and they have to do another little David Tennant thing where she gets an episode, I can let it slide. But I'm not happy. I don't think she should be the Doctor, but I'm very torn about it. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I'm more leaning towards no than I am yes. The fake out Ruby Death in Rogue is such a cheat. I mean, it was so obvious. Ncuti hacking the ship and dancing to Kylie Minogue was the best part. I agree. Along with my other comment, I find it funny RCD said copy my homework but don't make it obvious, but he's just copying off himself.
David Tennant tipped 1.
What?
Okay. I'm David Tennant, the 10th Doctor. I hear you're a wee fan of my work on Doctor Who. As such a big fan, I'm afraid I order you to release this AI video of you talking to me that you said you recorded. Upload it and you might an autograph.
I might an autograph? That's what I've always wanted. Might an autograph. David Tennant just donated. I mean, that must be the real that must be the real David Tennant, because he donated, was it $1? Flexing his money bags there, David Tennant. Oh my god. That confirms it. I have to do it. I have to do it. And thank you. You've just got me a YouTube short out of that as well. So cheers for that. Huge fan, David. Massively appreciate it. I cannot believe David Tennant is in our stream watching right now. That's heckin' epic. That is the real David Tennant. You know what I think? That's the real David 10-inch. Yeah, facts. I cannot believe that. That's heckin' epic. In fact, I want to make a YouTube short out of that moment, out of that clip. Yes, I am technically clip farming right now, but I'm just going to make a note of what time in the 1 hour 58 minutes, or I'll put 1 hour 57 minutes clip farm. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Thank you for the donation, David Tennant. I appreciate you. Love you so much. I'll get on my knees for you. Being honest, David Tennant just coming in and dropping $1 would be a David Tennant move. Guys, it's not actually the real David Tennant. Oh, well, you've spoiled the fun. You've spoiled the party.
Mr. Beast tipped 1. It is I, Mr. Breast. Do 50 push-ups and you will get $1 gazillion.
The real Mr. Beast? What? 50 push-ups? Oh, you see, I cannot believe it. Mr. P, he's going to give me $1 gazillion. If I do 50 push-ups, I can't even do 5. Shit. To think Mr. Breast would have given me $1 bajillion. Oh, damn it. I guess I'm going to have to sacrifice. I'm going to have to sacrifice the money because I can't do 50 push-ups. Get in the gym. Do I need to get in the gym? Look at the size of my arms. That's muscle, by the way. This is not just flap. This is muscle right here. Daddy, get your ass down and do some push-ups. I cannot believe it. David Tennant and Mr. Breast in my stream. That is heckin' crazy. And thank you as well. You've just got me another YouTube short. Mr. Beast in a video title. This is genius stuff, guys. This is heckin' genius stuff. 2 hours. Mr. Beast. Guys, you are literally just... You're giving me content. I love it. Anyway, let's continue. I'm not doing push-ups. I don't give a fuck if that's the real Mr. Beast. Now we need Mr. Bean. You've already used your monthly exercise on the intro to the video. Exactly. You saw me dancing earlier. Daddy's too big for us now. I'm playing the big leagues. I'm chilling with David Tennant and Mr. Breast. Sorry, guys.
Okay. The Doctor then shows Rogue his TARDIS, where the Doctor says...
Who did you lose? What? You lost someone.
Yeah, listen, Sherlock, this is something everyone has been through. Why is he saying this like it's a really...
Hey, Daddy, I've got Russell T Davies here with me. Here, I'll prove it. Okay.
Matt Smith tipped 1. I heard you don't like my TARDIS, you jammy dodger. Russell T Davis tipped 1. I bore. What do you think you're doing, like 73 yards in good? That's one of the greatest things I've ever written, like. And Wild Blue Yonder not in perfect. How dare ye, boyo. That's well evil, like.
The fucking like. like in there is so brilliant. Why are you like... Russell T Davies! Matt Smith! I've got the Doctor Who team in here! I cannot believe it. That might be the real Matt Smith. Oh my god, there's so much YouTube shorts to make now. About from 1 hour 57 minutes. How dare you, boyo? I'm sorry, Russell. Forgive me. I've spoken too much shit. That really was definitely the real Matt Smith, though. I mean, this is getting around Hollywood and the TV industry. We've had them all in. Mr. Beast is just a happy accident, but the rest, the Doctor Who, they're the whole like former Doctor Who team are on a Zoom call right now. Hey, have you heard about that YouTuber DTDW, man? He's absolutely chatting worse, man.
Cherry Sunday tipped 1. DTDW, be a darling and get me a cup of tea.
Yes, Cherry. Yes, Cherry. Anything for you, Cherry. Cup of tea for you, Cherry Sunday. Thank you for these donos, by the way. But there's your tea. Enjoy your tea, Mrs. Cherry. Also, please be my mother. So stupid, man.
Big relatable thing that brought them together. The Doctor then just offers Rogue to go travelling with him.
Let's argue across the stars.
When literally 10 seconds ago, Rogue was trying to incinerate him. Now, this is where people got angry at me by throwing the girl in the fireplace argument at me. And this is where I realised, you know what? This fan base sometimes can be so two-dimensional. No one had a problem when the Doctor and Madame de Pompadour fell in love really quickly, though. Nobody seemed to have a problem with the Doctor and River Song, though, did they? Listen, my argument is not that the Doctor shouldn't fall in love. The only romance I ever rooted for...
I linked to the real RTD Twitter. Ah, that makes sense. He definitely watches Doctor Who YouTube content in private. 100%. Oh, I'm the biggest Lost fan on the planet. Are you joking? Oh, Lost is a good shout. I've never actually seen all of Lost. I've watched like the first 2 episodes. It's the real slim RTD.
was when I was 7, and it was the Doctor and Rose. Anybody...
Wait, my sister's flatmate is the song of the Scottish guy from Lost. It's the son, and his mum dated David Tennant. I'm being serious, bro. It's a crazy story because it sounds so fake, and also Rusty Davis flirted with him. Oh damn, there's a lot to unpack from that one comment. There's a lot to unpack. Hot take: the girl in the fireplace is overrated. Get out, the Doctor. Okay, I don't care if you are the real Doctor or not. Outside. I think girl in the fireplace. No. Blink is the best thing Stephen Moffat wrote, I think. It's so perfect. Every time I watch Blink, I go like, this is so well written. It's actually ridiculous. Girl on the Fireplace, close second. IMO. Then the Doctor dances.
Who has seen my other reviews will know I was completely against the Doctor and River Song story. For some reason, people just automatically assumed I was completely accepting of every other relationship the Doctor has had. And I feel like it's a really cheap and easy way to list someone as homophobic, which is as equally as sad as the people who hated this episode simply because it was a same-sex love interest. Now let's go back to the girl in the fireplace, right? The scenarios are completely different. Yes, they fell for each other very quickly. However, the Doctor already knew who Madame de Pompadour was. He already had admiration for her achievements and her character and her talents before he had even met her. She then comes sauntering in, showing extreme intelligence and understanding of the Doctor's character. She even enters his brain with some mad telepathy shit. A human with the ability to do that, of course the Doctor is going to fall in love. Not even Rose understood him on that level. So yes, it was a short period of time, but the romance formed between the Doctor and Madame de Pompadour is completely understandable. And guess what? I even find their romance more believable than the Doctor and River Songs. But in this instance, the Doctor and Rogue just go...
Weeping Angel tipped 1. Too bad the text of Angel doesn't become itself an angel either, or you'd be in 1913 by now.
Very true.
Doctor Who Mania tipped 2.16. Girl in the fireplace slander won't be tolerated. Crying face emoji.
Facts. Thank you, Weeping Angel, for the donation. Thank you, Doctor Who Mania, for the donation. Man, I would actually so love to go back to 1913, man, I would become so disgustingly rich. Actually, I wouldn't, because then I'd have to fight in both world wars. Ugh, that's long. I don't want to do that, actually. I take that back. In the words of Russell T Davies, Girl of the Fireplace is overrated. How dare you, boyo? Did that say Bun Mickey instead of Burn? Yeah, Bun Mickey is a Bun Mickey film. Girl of the Fireplace style. Yeah, I agree with that one.
From, hey man, I'm going to incinerate you, bird boy, to, hey lad, I think you lost someone once. Did you lose someone? Travel with me now. I love you so much. I love you so much. So the Doctor and Rogue have this little dance to stir up some drama, which works, and all the bird people reveal themselves. Yeah, they look terrible.
We're gonna cosplay this planet to death.
She's in Torchwood.
Yikes. Oh dear.
Susie.
Oh my god, guys, Ruby gets game ended. Second time now this season. Second time. But it wasn't fooling me. Oh. I just realised Ruby's not dead, is she? Because she's got the earrings. Battle mode, innit? Those earrings had to come into importance, didn't they? Should be fine.
Visibly cringed.
No, they didn't. I'm not buying it.
I will keep her safe.
The one thing the Doctor should never do is make a promise about keeping a companion safe.
This episode is so arse, man. It's actually shit. Susie to Birdwoman is crazy, innit? Innit just?
How long did we live for?
The Doctor's crying again. It really is like every episode at this point. Like, I can understand most of the situations. It's understandable why he's crying. Like, and in every episode so far, it's understandable. But it's been every episode now. My patience isn't doing too good this time round, guys.
Dr. Humania tipped 2.16. Weeping angel outside his room be like, I'd bet.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, alright, bet. Thank you. Thank you again for the €2.50.
Doctor, Ruby's not one of them. Ruby ain't one of them.
No, I'm not. It's me, Doctor.
Nice try.
How?
The earrings.
Battle mode.
Man, if the Doctor couldn't even figure that out, then what is the point?
Literally, like, this episode makes the Doctor so stupid.
Bolstrek tipped 1. Well. Would you look at this? Looks like I've got onto your channel. I assume I'm more than welcome? And if I'm not, then the only way to get rid of me is to react to more of my videos. Get to it. Vasta Narada tipped 1. Why lad, it's the Vasta Narada here. I'm stuck in your plumbing. Hey, who blocked these pipes?
Fucking dick. That one made up for it. Bolstrek! Fuck off. Get out, Bolstrek. Disgusting. Thank you for the donation, though. Probably worth it, the amount of clout I gave you. Oh, man. The Vashta Narada's in my fucking plumbing. You're the bastards that clogged my toilet. Fuck's sake. Buy yourself some alcohol or something so we can get drunk Danny for a video. I tell you what, I appreciate the funny donations, by the way. I think they're 10 times. They're so funny. I love them. Makes for good content as well. Appreciate it. What's that? I was thinking about maybe doing a drinking stream tomorrow. Really pushing it. It depends when the football's on, though. I'm sorry, because I have to watch the football tomorrow. Let me just check. We can decide now. We can decide now on stream. What's happening in the Premier League tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's Manchester United versus Chelsea. That's 5:30. So it'll be finished at 7, half 7. Or it'll be pushing it. So if I could do it, if I do like an 8 o'clock stream tomorrow, would people be there for that? Thoughts, chat? Thoughts? These donos just show how creative and awesome your community is. Facts. And I'm here for funny donos, man. I'm here for funny donos. Because they're more likely to be put in like YouTube shorts and things as well. So if you donate something like and put something fun, not that I depreciating any other donations, but the funnier the donation, I think, will make it into like shorts and into videos because they're just funny. And I want everyone to laugh at your comedy whilst you give me money. Well, either way, it would be clipped and put into an actual YouTube video as well. Hello, Danny, you heard me. If you want me to go, then you'll have to do more reactions to me. No, I've actually just made a YouTube channel. For fuck's sake. Oh, dear, that's funny. And of course, your streaming timetable revolves around me and me alone. I'd watch but can't drink, so I'd probably just get bitter. Thing is, I've not had a drink in so long. I would get drunk so quick. I can't do 8 o'clock, I'm afraid. Hey up, sorry for missing streams. Been moving into uni, crazy stuff. Hope you well. Hello, Nintendo. You've been missing out some quality stuff, I tell you. But thank you for joining. Go to channel. No, their username's Bolstrek1. It's an imposter. That would be nuts though if I just pressed go to channel and it actually just loaded up the real Bolstrek channel. We'd have it out right here and now. I could do 8 o'clock Sunday. I can't do Sunday because I'll be going to work next morning. I can't be drinking. I don't know if I haven't drunk in like basically a month now, so I join in drinking. Okay, so those that can't make it, I'm afraid tomorrow's the only day I can do it. I'm sorry guys, Sunday's not an option. I have to get up for work at like 6 o'clock on Monday morning. So I wouldn't be able to drink because I'll be hungover and then I'll get sacked. And then the only way I could recover financially is if you make more donations. So it'd have to be tomorrow. But what are we drinking to? What drinking game? And it can't be Bolstrek. I don't want to watch Bolstrek videos. But we need to have something I can actually play a drinking game to. So if we can figure that out, then I'll happily do one tomorrow. I legally can't drink, but yeah, I own a tankard. I don't know what that is. I need someone to make a dono from Plastic Mickey. You should watch series 2 to 4 and take a shot every. I can't do because I'll get copyright striked. That's the problem as well. Yeah, I knew people were going to say Bolstrek. I don't want to draw any attention to his channel. Trust me, as much as I would love to, I feel like I just end up repeating because he repeats the same stuff. It's difficult. I can't really do full Doctor Who episodes because they will just get shut down. You have to edit in a really strategic way not to get copyrighted. But the BBC will just shut my channel down if I do any live streams with the episodes in. This is a difficult one, isn't it? I'm trying to think, is there any Doctor Who YouTube videos? Not from Doctor Who themselves, but any Doctor Who content I could do? Drink every time there's a... That's fucking genius. That's actually genius. The Doctor, you've just hit the nail on the head there. I can react to my own Chibnall video. I will do that. And then every time somebody donates, I do a shot. That's fucking genius. That's a win-win-win-win. Oh shit, if no one's free for tomorrow's stream, Danny will be on my doorstep. That's actually true. Just need react to the Doctor Who after party. Horror game, maybe every time you jump, take a shot. Or every time someone donates a certain amount, you take a shot. I think I would do it any amount because I know not a lot of people can donate. So, I'll tell you what, if it's like a $1 donation or a £1 donation, I'll take a sip of a drink. If it's anything more than that, I'll do a shot. Even if it's $2, I guess. Danny, feel free to say no, but can I have 50% of the proceeds from the chat if this stream if it happens? You see, YouTube gets 50%. I would be getting 25%. and my liver's going to be damaged. Can playing some Outlast and you'll be drunk in the first hour? Oh god, no, not Outlast. I'd actually hoodle, but every time it's a Chibbers episode, drink. Could do. Or hoodle for every RTC2 given the stream theme. I don't know, because again, we've done a lot of the hoodle stuff. We've already done quite a bit of it. I'm going to stick by it. We'll react to the Chibnall era video tomorrow, so we could all cringe. Maybe if there's something within the Chibnall video itself. Every time I cringe at the first... Oh no, God, I'll be paralytic. Or like spin the wheel type thing. I don't... Unless I do it like an online spin the wheel, maybe. God, there's so many possibilities. Keep brainstorming, because we want to get through this video. We've only got 15 minutes left. You'll keep brainstorming.
Like, I saw that coming a mile off. Oh yeah, and the Doctor's plan is to trap all the birds to send them to starve to death on a barren wasteland. Yes, that is a whole issue within itself. But Rogue does interject and sacrifices himself to save Ruby. Not before having a cheeky little smooch of our Doctor here.
I don't like the noises.
Yeah, if I had one word for this episode, it would be melodramatic. This episode is lazily written with a whole lot of conveniences, a boring B-Tech Captain Jack with a forced romance, the Doctor not even thinking straight because his mind is full of, ooh, roguey Willy. And it has a goofy resolution. Some people were genuinely saying it was one of the best ever episodes of Doctor Who. Now listen, this episode is definitely not god-awful. I like some of the bands.
You should watch your own Chibnall video and play Danny Bingo. Drink for every ladies and gentlemen, I can't lie, fake studio audience credits, Jodie impression, etc, etc. That's interesting. Yes, okay, I can see that working. Okay, so shall we do it? Okay, right, so, alright, here's the plan tomorrow. I'll make a DTDW bingo card of all my classic tropes. And I'll also include donations. So every time someone donates...
Stephen Moffat tipped 1, okay. I'm Stephen Moffat. I'd like to use this donation to commission you to go back to 2010 and play my Wii game Return to Earth, and I wrote Girl in the Fireplace, so you owe me.
Fair point, Steve. Fair point. However, I don't own a Wii. I won't get one in time for tomorrow, at least anyway. But Doctor Who games are definitely on my radar. Thank you for the donation, Stephen Moffat. I appreciate you. So here's the...
Malcolm Hope tipped 19.99, money to get the tinnies in.
I love you, Malcolm. I love you, Malcolm. I love you so heckin' much. Thank you. Thank you. That's perfect. That completes the budget. And do you know what? For that, I'll record it as a video anyway, and I'll put you on... Well, you're going to be at the front anyway, because you're always at the front. But I'll put your name in there as funded. This video was funded by yourself. Thanks, man. Malcolm Bill Gates Hope. He is the Mr. Beast of the Doctor Who community. I'll tell you that for sure. Thank you, Malcolm. Absolute legend. Give Malcolm some love. Because God knows I'm about to. Right, I don't blame you. I'm fabulous. Okay, so here's right. I'm going to say it one more time. Plan is tomorrow we're streaming. React to the Chris Chibnall era video. We'll do DTDW bingo. Put all my classic tropes in there. Every time I cross one off, I have a shot. Anytime someone donates $1, I have a sip, and anything $2 upwards, a shot is a big risk. I'll make sure it's not like absinthe this time, so like I won't be like dead after 3 shots. Malcolm, what do you do for work? Damn. Yeah, Malcolm, that's an interesting question, actually. Can I work for you, Malcolm? Can I quit my job and work for you? Can you pay me to do something for you? Start YouTube. I'll edit your videos for you at this point. And that, I'm genuinely being serious. Oh, no.
Vasta Narada tipped 1, why I lad I'm still stuck in your pipes, Cucurella is down here with me, send help.
We've jet washed you, man. You should be out of the fucking pipes by now. We've literally had to have someone come and jet wash the entire pipes inwards and outwards. There's no way the National Riders are just chilling in there. Fuck off, man. Go back to the library. But thanks for the donos. You can stay in the pipe as long as you keep donating. I'm looking for an editor. Well, you found your man, Malcolm. You have found your man. I'll tell you that for sure. I'll have paramedics on standby. Got to do a shot for sure. Doesn't have to be absinthe again. We'll do a weaker shot. I'll find something to do like weaker shots with. Man, I don't want to miss the Chibnall reaction, but I've got some wrestling to watch. Scripted style, so I have to miss it. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. You could watch me get plastered. Or watch some scripted boys wrestling. Or women wrestling. Either way, it's still scripted. Outrageous.
Doctor Who Mania tipped 52.03.
What the fuck? Holy schmoly. Are you okay? Was that an accident? Was you meant to put $5.99 and you've accidentally just put $59.99? Holy shit. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ. Should have saved that for tomorrow. I'd have to have down a whole bottle of vodka for that. Damn, thank you so much. That's incredible. Wow. Thank you. That's so nuts. Yeah, you guys are too kind. You make me blush. That's insane. I see you're trying to battle it out with Malcolm now. Holy shit. Guys, I should just stream permanently, right? I think that's going to be it going forward. I'm just going to stream forever. I could actually, genuinely, if I streamed every day at this point, I could actually quit my job tomorrow. Because you guys are you guys are great. He's behind the body. That's insane stuff. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, Malcolm got competition now. Just saying. Cheers, Doctor Who Mania. Absolute legend. I don't even know. I feel like I've not warranted that money, but I appreciate you. Cheers. So fucking insane. What the hell?
The setting and the premise would appear to be interesting, but it was executed absolutely terribly. The bird things look awful. Ruby is really annoying in this episode. You kind of forget she's 19 years old. The special effects are lacking, and the Doctor was also incredibly grating in this. This episode is going in not for me. The Legend of Ruby Sunday. Oh, here we go. A two-parter Russell T Davies season finale. If we have anything to go by, then we know that this episode...
Do it, Danny. Stream every day and you'll never have to work again. Apparently not. Malcolm is a real one. Hey, you're all real ones. I mean, you're all spending your evening with me anyway. I think that's pretty great enough as it is. But those of you that clearly have some disposable income going on, it's crazy stuff. I appreciate you all, though.
It is going to be an absolute banger. I went to the cinema to watch this as well, and goddamn, it was one hell of an experience. The TARDIS comes crashing into the unit tower, where we see Rose again. Yep, she really has no use in this story whatsoever. I genuinely don't know why she's here. Kate is also back. Happy days. But guys, we jump straight into it with the question of who is this Susan Twist? Turns out she's just a Lady Elon Musk with triad technology, even though it's never really explained what this...
Ayla 16 tip 2, Danny do a flip.
Fuck's sake. Don't say I don't treat you guys. Thank you, Isla, for the £2. Make sure I don't flash you guys. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh. Damn. Epic. You should have seen that. That was epic. Oh. Thanks, guys. See, I know you guys had faith in me to do something like that. So, oh, what do you guys think? You think that was good? Think that good technique? I think my technique's pretty good. That was real. Yeah, you said it. You missed it, bro. You got it. Oh, I did it. See? Yeah. That was insane. Thanks. Holy shit, no way he just did a bolt. Yeah, see? I know, guys. See, I'm full of tricks, me. It's a real blink and you miss it moment. I saw it 100% for real, no cap. See? We all saw it. Oh, man, do you know what? That was so pissing easy. Please. You have to up your challenges, guys. The flip was sick. Thanks. Crazy flip. Can't believe you definitely totally did a flip. Don't say I don't treat you guys. Ugh. Anyway, back to the video. None of this pussy flipping shit. You know what I mean? I could do that in my sleep.
Triad technology does, or what it's for, that doesn't matter. I love the whole
TARDIS. The name is TARDIS technology.
Well, obviously. Thank you.
Almost like a jab at the fans who thought they were super duper smart.
Another person tipped 1. Now do a backflip.
Fuck's sake. You're really going to make me milk this bit. The joke's going to get old. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, guys, I'm still floating in the air right now. I'm still spinning. I'm still spinning round and round. I'm still spinning round and round. Oh my god, that's a triple, quadruple, quintuple, sextuple, septuple, octuple. I don't know the words. Oh my god, guys, you should see me. I'm flipping all over the place right now. I'm banging off the walls. What do you guys think? Is this epic? Is this epic? Oh. Wowee. You really pushed that one, actually. You really pushed that one. I nearly couldn't do it, but I did it. So, why are you narrating? We can see. Well, I just didn't want you guys to think it was fake. Whoa, bro defied gravity like Jodie Screwdriver. That's an epic real moment confirmed, guys. Clip that shit. Clip it, because it happened. No more flips though, guys. I can't hack any more flips. I'm all flipped out. You could nearly say it's fantastic. You could nearly say fantastic. Brother used Wingardium Leviosa on himself. The 10th Doctor's called and said, Daddy, I'm impressed. You know what, David? David said it, I'm not surprised, mate. Don't think David could do that, so that's 1-0 to me. Chat, is this real? You should do more parkour videos. Yeah, I've thought about it, but I don't want to flex too hard. Anyway.
For figuring this out. Then there's the suggestion that Susan Twist might actually be the Doctor's granddaughter. Oh, my intrigue is through the roof.
If you're chasing after that Dr. Manawan and your him is trouble.
I love Cherry Sunday, man. I love Cherry Sunday. Yeah, then there's more of this Mrs. Flood mystery stuff, and it is insanely cheesy.
There's a storm coming in. He waits no more.
Anyways, guys, they then reveal that there's this way they can analyse the tapes using convenient CCTV footage of the church.
This is rough.
Yeah, I love this. Whilst it is a little bit unbelievable, I will say this episode does a phenomenal job at building tension.
Like crazy.
Did anyone see her face?
No, nothing. Nothing, sorry.
What is she doing? Can we see? Why did she stop? Did she see me fighting?
Colonel Chidozi, you will return to your position.
Just see if there's anything there.
You said not.
I actually think this is a great sequence, by the way. I actually really enjoy this episode. Guys, can confirm Russell has found his new Doctor Stuntman. Well, seeing as the others keep getting too old, apparently, and I've got the knees for it, apparently. She's outfit is so simple, but goodness, damn, oh man.
To move.
I know.
What is that?
It is really annoying that this entire sequence is building up how mysterious and shady Ruby's mystery mum is. But if we're taking it as if it's our first time watching, God, it is fucking gripping. Big smoke cloud appears and I am hooked. So the Doctor then goes to try and find Susan and then he starts crying. Yet again.
Finished? Now stop grizzling and fix it.
Thank you, Mel. Someone had to bloody tell him. God, this guy's a wet blanket, man. Dry your eyes, mate. Anyways,
me pointing to the... Oh, my chat's just died. Me pointing to the bottle of vodka on the off license for tomorrow. EastEnders fans like me would have been happy seeing Yolanda and Angie, Mrs. Flood, as Angie Watts. Right, I got ya. I don't know. I didn't love the fit. It felt too something a normal person would wear. It's a bit... Christopher Eccleston had that vibe, I guess.
The reveal. The sound of the evil TARDIS is just incredible. It gives me chills. Harriet Arbinger reveals herself.
Doctor Who Mania tipped 2.16. Would you do more phone calls with the Doctor?
Well, I think for the over 60, 70 quid you've donated, I think it's only fair. I think it's only fair. Who are we saying next then? David Tennant? Thank you for the... Stop giving me your money. Well, actually, don't stop. But also, you're going to run out of money, man. Unless you're like Mr. Beast in disguise. Oh, you are the Mr. Beast. I guess it's only fair. This finale would have worked better in 3 parts. It's kind of just a bad idea. I mean, having Ruby's mum pointing at a sign. Why am I all blurry? Stop it. There we go.
Teedmers tipped 1. Last pound I'll donate. I was actually Mr. Breast, the Weeping Angel, Matt Smith and Cherry Sunday. Saving the rest for the shots tomorrow. Folded hands emoji. Also do a cartwheel.
I'll save the cartwheel for tomorrow when I'm pissed, when I'll most likely actually try and do it. You've exposed yourself. But thank you for the donations. I appreciate that. Fuck's sake. Malcolm's put £2.16. The competition's over. Ooh. Why have weapons when we have claws?
Susan goes into full-blown meltdown, which leads to the reveal of Sutek. And oh my god, it is done masterfully. I love everything about it. It is so Russell T Davies to the bone. Murray Gold's sensational soundtrack. The jump scares, the reactions, the tension, the teasing. Yes, 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 yes! Oh my god, I love it all. Put it in my mouth. The first time watching was absolutely amazing, and in my opinion, this episode tickled all the right spots for me. Don't get me wrong, the sequence with the tape does take up the majority of the episode's runtime, and it does drag a little bit. The stuff with Mrs. Flood is a little bit cringe, but everything else with this episode is so great. Oh my god, it is. I mean, what more could you want from a Doctor Who finale first part, man? I tell you. This episode, guys, is going in great. Empire of Death. The episode starts with Susan Twist. Well, she's just Thanosing everyone. Night, night. Honestly, what is Rose actually doing? She really has no reason to be here, and I just want to point out, this trans representation that Russell T Davies is trying to achieve is probably more insulting than it is powerful and progressive. She quite literally is just a token progressive character. Wow, she's trans, and that's all that's been discussed about her character. Okay, your little moment's over, go back to the background. Yeah, you're no longer important to us, so you're just there. This is not how you do representation. But damn, Kate's death scene had us all shook in the cinema, I can't lie. This gift of death really seems quite devastating.
I'm sorry, you tiny little woman. I had such plans.
Well, at least we know that
This episode... It's not showing me the live chat, for goodness sake. This episode is hot poo-poo with pee-pee on top. Facts. I think Rose's iPad is controlling the laser weapons. Still. I just want to point out with Rose here, and I get that you might be defending her. She stood there completely emotionless while the bringer of death is stood in front of her. And everyone's been blown, or not even that, it's just been blown, everyone's been blown to dust, and she's just stood there like... Like, have a little look at least act a little bit, man. Sutek's dust of death spread to her Clash of Clan village. You forgot how solid this episode is. Are you behind? Are we on the same episode?
Flood has...
Not that it affects the episode directly, but I'm left wondering what happened to the 14th Doctor. I think he's off travelling. I think that's the only explanation. I mean, he's got his own TARDIS, hasn't he? I think he's off travelling.
Nothing to do with this pantheon. So, this remembered TARDIS. How the fuck does this work? Apart from it being some nostalgia bait, seriously, how is this working? I don't get it. I will say though, Sutek's voice is pretty super sexy cool, and it's cool they got the...
Wasp from Unicorn and's Wasp tipped 1. Hey up geezer, I'm sending this from the bottom of the lake. Could you pick me a Harvey Wallbanger from Lidl? Also let the vast Narado out the pipes. Much obliged.
Hey up lad, I'm from the bottom of the lake. That's funny. Thanks Wasp from Unicorn and the Wasp. I love that that's the name as well. Not just Wasp. Wasp from Unicorn and the Wasp. Sure thing, Unicorn and the Wasp.
The original Sutek to do the voice as well. But it's revealed that Sutek has been surfing the TARDIS since the 70s. I could go...
Wallbanger. Honestly, compared to reality, well, this episode's actually not too bad. If it had a better payoff, Sutek and Ruby's mum, the rest wouldn't. I agree, to be fair. I agree. Please do talk to AI Captain Jack. I don't even know if there is one. I don't even know if there actually even is one. Was certain that message was just going to be zzz. That would have been equally as funny. Oh my god, I've made it to a stream on time. You might be 3 hours late, but I welcome you. Welcome.
Into how ridiculous this notion is of Sutek being attached to the TARDIS for thousands of years, but I feel like it's been absolutely memed to death. All right, it's really stupid. Anyway, after the Doctor and Sutek's little pissing match, the Doctor gets a little victim complex and starts screaming into space. Wah, it's all my fault. I'm crying again. And yes, I am downplaying it. So far, this episode has been pretty good. All right, nothing's ruined it just yet.
The secret the child carries with her.
So you're telling me that the reason Sutek has appeared now is because he's so invested in this mystery of Ruby Sunday and who her mother is. Can someone show Sutek the Jeremy Kyle show, please? I feel like he'd have a great time. Now, this is probably my favourite scene of this episode. The Doctor wants to get a spoon, so he finds this woman. It does seem really out of place because of this episode's pacing, and it's not really explained why the Doctor is here specifically, and it's a well-performed and lovely scene, and that's all I can really say.
He saw the one thing beyond his comprehension. Your mother.
Damn, that's actually an epic roast right there. That's actually an epic roast. But even still, for Sutek...
Does that mean 12 was up Sutek's arse in Listen? Yes, it does. Peter Capaldi was getting a big old whiff of the Sutek booty, I tell ya. Got a bit. If I didn't hear about the Remembered TARDIS before the episode, I think I would hate it. It doesn't make much sense. But after taking my time, I could accept it. I think maybe you have to watch, is it the Tales of the TARDIS? Maybe you have to watch that to understand it a bit more. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I'm having a problem with donating English Stream Edits. Sorry, there was a problem with processing your payment. You may want to contact your provider. You have Streamlabs. No. Unless you can do it through just Super Chat. Maybe you're out of money from donating. Or maybe your card provider's gone, hang on, who is this YouTube bloke he keeps giving his money to? But thank you for trying anyway. Obviously, I appreciate that. But I don't know. I don't know what the problem could be. The whole spoon sequence gave huge Chibnall vibes. I hate how random and convenient it was, but like it's a bittersweet writing. Yeah. He's been on top of the TARDIS forever. Why are Who writers obsessed with bonkers retcon reveals that make the... Yeah, exactly. It's so frustrating. That's why I initially said I want Doctor Who to be rebooted. Like from scratch. Because every showrunner does that. They do some pointless, ridiculous retcon thing that actually looks so stupid if you really take time to think about it. I'm not out of money, I checked. Sorry, Mr. Beast. It made me verify and go to the app. Yeah, I don't think this is my first time using it as well, so I'm not entirely sure what issues you're going to run into with it. That's why the safest bet is the Super Chat. But the better option is the stream elements. I wish that kind woman was Ruby's mum. I thought that's where the episode was going. Interesting, yeah, because there's a baby. Very interesting.
Heck, to be scared of Ruby's mum. God, she must be super duper important, right? The episode is leading this towards someone who is mega important.
Bro, Sutek must have been wanting to kill himself during the Jodie era. Facts. That whole 2046 to 73 yards thing actually got me believing that flat earthers to find answers at this point. I feel like I had a stroke and that ruined the comment for me. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to reread that. Hang on. I commented on that video and I don't know if you saw my comment, but legit was so surprised and I agree with you. This is another thing from this episode. Yes, I'm referring to Mr. Holmes' video on the deleted scenes. There's a deleted scene in that episode explaining how this whistle works and the whole rope thing worked. They deleted that as well. It's like, why are you deleting things that explain important things? Things. I made a 3-hour long video ranking all the monsters Doctor Who and the Sutek. It's like 12 minutes long. He's so funny. Oh, and the Sutek segment, sorry, is like 12 minutes long. I might have to check that out.
Looking back, there is so much convenient shite in this episode. Oh, magic whistle, Mavity gloves, magic rope. Apart from the gloves, where has any of this stuff been used in Doctor Who before, and why is it in this remembered TARDIS? Or is it just for convenience to wrap up the plot? So the Doctor then realises that the underbaked Welsh Donald Trump man from earlier made DNA samples compulsory in 2046. So they use this to go find Ruby's mum.
Searching 76 million people.
Oh my god, you're telling me that computers in 2046 take this long to load? Jesus. Now why is Mel freezing to death now? Wait, now she's using the Force on the Doctor. How did she even get back in the room? How did nobody hear her? Make it make sense. So they end up being somehow teleported to Sutek, where we think everything is about to be revealed. But Ruby smashes the TV screen and somehow reaches Sutek's collar to attack.
Is that the video making that horrible glitchy noise? Noise. Yeah, it is. Goodness sake.
This magical rope. How does she do that? Look at the distance. How does she do that? But the magical rope is used to put Sutek back into the vortex. So sorry guys, isn't this exactly what the Doctor did before? Couldn't Sutek just reattach himself to the TARDIS and do this all again? But no, somehow this time he scratches the vortex and reverses all of the damage. Wow, Russell T Davies just reversing everything? Wow, this is so new and original. He's never done this before. Well, that's a slightly disappointing resolution, but at least we still have the epic super duper reveal of Ruby's mum, right? When I tell you...
My theory is that they removed the whistle scene to avoid having 2 episodes in a row saved by the Doctor doing a bootstrap paradox. Interesting. They'd never have got away if Mel had a Vespa. True. Will you review Class? Yes, I will, after I've done everything else. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I haven't seen Class. I've seen the first episode and I thought, nah, this is ass. But I don't know. Maybe my opinions have changed. It is nearly like 10 years old. The sigh is the sigh in the cinema. I know, right? I distinctly this shot was just. I remember like being so like gripped and anticipating like, oh my god, who is she? Who is she? It's a normal woman. Well, this has been a huge waste of everyone's time. Ruby's mum became her own legend. Yeah, a legend of sucking, of stinking. One YouTuber, Forgotten Who, thinks Class is the best spin-off. Big yikes. Big yikes. I just rewatched Class for the first time since it aired, and it wasn't as shit as I remembered. Interesting. Well, it will definitely make for an interesting video, but I've got other videos coming first. But yes, I will get to Class. It's likely Class will be my second to last Doctor Who review video, and then I'll do the big Doctor Who review to wrap up all of my Doctor Who shenanigans, and I'll give it a big send-off, and then I'll go into talking about other things. I don't care what anyone says, I will always love this reveal. I mean, fair enough. It takes a lot for someone to like a reveal like this, I can't lie. And that sounds like a very backhanded compliment. But this is ass. But at least you enjoyed it. You know, there are going to be people that enjoy it. But it's just, yeah, this ain't it.
The collective groan that was let out at the cinema was louder than any other reaction. Everyone was pissed off by this.
She was important.
Class, the C and the L are silent. Will the channel name stay the same? Yeah, of course it will. I'll always talk about Doctor Who, because obviously if they remake Doctor Who or continue it, then I'll always talk about Doctor Who. But I think a lot of like Doctor Who related content would be moved over to the Reacts channel. But yeah, anytime there's a new season or something big happens, or I want to just talk about Doctor Who, it will still come on this channel. Doctor Who will always be the focal point, but I will just go on to talking about other stuff. Right, at this point, Wilf is the bloody mother from the end of time.
Because we think she's important.
Wow, that is so insulting. We made her important, so it's our fault that this reveal is so disappointing. I get what they're trying to say, that we do like to attach importance to absolutely everything, when most likely it don't really mean very much. But Russell, your writing made this seem like this woman was super duper important.
She was pointing out the name of the road. She was naming you.
You have got to be kidding me. The dramatic pointing was her naming Ruby. For fuck's sake, man. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Despite the absolutely insulting...
Doctor Who Mania tipped 2.16. Ruby's mother is the god of disappointing reveals.
Facts. Absolute facts. Thank you again. Save your money. I appreciate the donation again. But yeah, I agree with you. Ruby's mother is the god of disappointing reveals. How must Sutek feel? Like, if Sutek stayed around long enough to find that out, how would he have reacted? Because his whole purpose was finding out who she was. So what, is he going to be like, well, this is a fucking waste of time? In fact, he would be completely justified in wanting to wipe out the entire universe. That was the reveal. Fuck it, bring the death. Nice cloak, Ruby's mum. Oh, God, yeah. That weird noise in your mic with the video is actually clogged pipes. This is going to be a bit forever, isn't it, now? It's going to be like 3 years down the line. And people are still going to be talking about the clogged pipes.
Reveal. The scene where they meet is actually very lovely and was performed very well. Even brought a little tears to my eye. Because they were releasing it in the cinema, I thought there's something huge has got to happen. So I thought this scene here is where the Doctor thinks, oh man, you know what? Family really is important. And I thought he was going to probably go back and find Susan and reunite with her, just as a way to wrap up all these Susan references nicely. No, that doesn't happen.
Man, I should genuinely become the writer for this show. Because that would have been an epic ending. That would have made up for it if the Doctor went and found Susan and Susan had a little cameo then. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I should have been around more. And she's like, oh, grandfather, you're so epic pog. Literally would have made the episode a 10 out of 10. Danny cries in these vids more than Shooty, damn. Shut up! I cried one time. I think. No, actually, I cried in the Giggle reaction video as well. Bollocks.
I got my hopes up. So Ruby gets her mummy back and...
This is what I mean. The scene's absolutely beautiful. I wouldn't say it's beautiful. I'd just say it's an emotional scene. Yeah, definitely. And it's a nice scene. Susan baited 2 seasons in a row. In it just. Why couldn't they have made Ruby's mum a secret Pantheon member or a different incarnation of a Pantheon member? That would have been a... Wonder if Susan knows about the low taper fade. Oh, Jesus. To be fair, I think Susan reuniting with the Doctor needs to be its own episode. Well, either way, we're not getting Susan. That was wasted in itself. I cried when I saw Once Upon a Time Lord.
Tim Shaw Salad Man tipped 1. Why I man, I'm in a Colgate tube as well speak. Tim Shaw gotta keep them teeth clean. PLS get me some Tic Tacs if you can. His breath smells of Bacardi breezers and pickled onion monster munch.
Fucking hell, these donos are brilliant. Tim Shaw the Salad Man. No! Aren't you in like some stasis chamber? Fuck's sake. I'll buy you some Tic Tacs when I pick up the alcohol for tomorrow. Fucking ridiculous. Thank you for the donation, Tim Shaw.
Says her goodbyes to the Doctor. And yet again, this scene does not hit the same way as any other companion exit, apart from the Chibnall ones, because I still don't invest in Ruby as a character whatsoever. She has had absolutely no development at all, and I still don't get her character apart from who's me mum? Who's me mum? But we know that now. So what else is Ruby then? And the episode ends.
Don't forget,
with
guys, she can play the piano. Isn't that epic? From that day onwards, Tim Shaw decided he would never, ever go on a diet. Tim has broken out of the piss rock. She's probably planned for the next series, to be fair. Well, I'm not being funny. If we don't know when Doctor Who's coming back. She's not going to be... Look, the woman's, she's 83, 84? She ain't going to be around to wait for the next season of Doctor Who, innit? That's why it's so frustrating with how they've treated the show. I've just realised I've donated €69 in total. Babchickle, wow. Nice. And she lost someone. That makes a good character in Russell's eyes.
Teasing where Mrs. Flood's...
Like, let's say, for instance, it takes another 5 years for Doctor Who to make Series 3. The actress that plays Susan will be 90 years old. Or pushing 90. Like, it's not plausible.
Stands on the roof.
I'm sorry to say his story ends in absolute terror.
Yeah, this is bullshit as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Russell. Do you know what? I think you've lost the trust of the majority of the fan base with this absolute shambles. No one is going to be buying into this Mrs. Flood shite anymore because she's probably just some ordinary woman who lives next door who's just fucking mental.
That would have been better than what she ended up actually being. How would you have rewritten the Empire of Death, especially the resolution? I don't know. I would have had the Trickster instead of Sutek. I'd still think the Trickster needs to be in Doctor Who. I would have had the Trickster come in and he'd meddled with time, which would have explained all of the weird fourth wall breaking and the weird reality bending and things like that. I think that would have been cool. I don't know, you know. I don't know what else. I don't know who the reveal of Ruby's mum could have been. And I think that's what makes the reveal even more disappointing, is because it literally, there was no like logical like prediction. Hindsight's crazy. Why is the Rani on the roof? Talking to no one as well.
I genuinely cannot defend.
Is there some rights issues with his character? I don't think so. It's a Doctor Who universe character owned by the BBC. Unless the person who created him copyrighted or trademarked him or something. I don't know. Maybe done like a Terry Nation thing, but I don't think so. Maybe.
Russell here. As much as I have over these reviews, this is just a result of really poor writing. This story is just filled with an insane amount of conveniences. The visuals are fantastic in this episode. Everyone's clowning on Sutek in the Vortex. You can't deny this episode does look amazing. There is some really touching moments and some nostalgia bait to get all of us Doctor Who fans all tingly in the groin. And Murray Gold is impeccable over this season finale. He pretty much carried it. But I do think this episode is a prime example of don't expect anything good and you won't be disappointed. I think I speak on behalf of this fan base. We were very much misled. This episode, guys, is going in not for me.
Wow. Generous.
So, the season is done. And it's definitely not a bad series. But I did realise when Rogue came out that this format is not working anymore. You cannot have 8 episodes that are 45 minutes. It worked with 13 episodes because we had time to get to know the characters and become invested. Russell T Davies is my favourite showrunner for 2 reasons. Character writing and world building. This season had neither.
God, man, hindsight is painful, isn't it? To think there was still hope in my voice, and it got so much worse with season 2 as well.
And I really struggled to make this video because, yes, whilst there are some good episodes, I can't help but feel like something is missing or something is off. It's like when your uncle walks in with fresh veneers. Yes, it looks good and it's definitely still your uncle, but something just looks a bit off. Strangest analogy I could have given, but...
I actually think that's an incredibly accurate analogy, to be fair. I think that's a pretty solid analogy of this era.
You know what I mean? I have defended this show from people slating it purely for wokeness. And apart from the whole Rose stuff, there was actually nothing quote-unquote woke about this series. Having the Doctor kiss a man or there be a gay actor does not make this show unwatchable and woke and blah blah blah. And people just seem to forget to critique the actual writing itself because everyone is so insistent on arguing about sex, gender, politics, that I am genuinely exhausted by this fan base. I genuinely think in some ways the Doctor Who fan base itself is killing this show just as much as the media is.
Damn. God, I must be like a time traveller, because it gets so much worse. Thank God that analogy continued and it didn't finish with just Uncle walking in.
Trying to as well. Especially with all this ongoing nonsense of season 3 hasn't been announced yet. Oh, Ncuti Gatwa's been fired. Oh. I do appreciate, however, that not everyone thinks about this show like that. A lot of you are here subscribed to this very...
Ironically, those two things have been confirmed, but not Ncuti being fired, but Ncuti leaving and season 3 not being announced. Interesting.
Channel. I appreciate that very much. My channel members who have also supported me, I appreciate you very much also. The format of this show does need to change, and we need more series like Flux, obviously just written a lot better, with one overall story just to keep this show fresh. A lot of this show's budget just seems to be spent incorrectly, leading us with a handful of good stories, but a wide range of pretty pants ones. And listen, that was fine for the first 5 years or so, but New Who has been going on for nearly 20 years. It cannot keep going this way anymore. I love this show. I always have, and I always will. I know that season 2 is not going to be much different because they made the mistake of producing it before season 1 had even aired. But
Daddy Time Traveller, he predicted the future.
We need more character development. We need more questions answered, and we need to slow things down. But alas, we won't find out until it comes. Guys, thank you very much for sitting here and listening to me ramble on about this wonderful TV show, despite my issues with it. But I can only hope that it continues to get better, because as much as I do have my issues with this show, it's definitely a significant improvement from what we've had for the last 5 years. I could finally move on to talking about the Sarah Jane Adventures, Torchwood, Class. Make sure you subscribe to my DTDW Reacts channel, where I'm going to be reacting to all of the episodes of those shows. And please feel free to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate you're probably not going to agree with everything that I said, and that's absolutely fine. Other than that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for watching. And I do apologise this video took so long to come out.
There you go. Bang
but
your
it's
intro
done.
time.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Oh, well, there you go. There you guys have it. That was the epic thing. And how I was so cynical, and right to be cynical, because my God, it got worse. It did get worse. W videos always comedy on point. Thank you. We need more Flux, Daddy Stands Chibbers. I'll take Flux again, to be honest. Well, I wasn't even a channel member for this. I know, outrageous. We had so little. We had so few. But look, you've all blossomed into wonderful, wonderful, loyal channel members.
The Time Shadow Tip 2. Be honest, do you hate S15 more or less than S14?
More. Definitely more. Thank you for the £2. I prefer Series 14. Because if I'm looking at it from objectively from, like, ultimately, Season 2, loved Lux. Yeah. That's it. Like, I love Lux and I like the Well, but ultimately the rest of the episodes are kind of okay, if not shite. So yeah, I mean, if season 1 is a lot more like questions to be answered, which season 2 just shat all over. So I think the intrigue in season 1 or series 14 is better than the following season. I just realised you're only a few streams in and the channel already has lore. I know, right? The opening 4 eps to series 9 is some of the best ever in Who. There are some bad, but majority are good. I like Series 9. I love Series 10 as well. It's so weird how as I got older, I appreciated them more. But yeah, I make out like I really don't in my reviews actually sometimes, but I do. Heaven Sent and The Lake 2-part are two of the best Doctor Who stories ever, but I don't really like anything else. So I'm not a huge fan of The Lake. Flatline is great. I think the Maisie Williams elements of Series 9 really poo on that series a lot, because that just sucked. Well, I'm going to head out. Have a good night, everyone. Keep on hoovering. I've literally just pulled out of my arse right now. Yeah, Malcolm got the lyrics. What's a criminally underrated series? Series 10, probably. What do you think about Series 9 format going forward? All 2 parts would slow stuff down. I don't think they should do that again because it didn't work. I think it really harmed that series because you waited. Because back then, obviously, you didn't. It wasn't the streaming era was just sort of starting and really blowing up. Waiting a week every week for 2-parters, I don't think would work. Doctor Who episodes just need to be an hour long and have one season series overall story, I think. If that's what the show needs to succeed. Obviously, I'd be happy for it to stay at 45 minutes. It's Doctor Who story every week, but unfortunately the TV climate's just changed. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry, I'm absolutely shattered.
Thebenth Hatumiki tipped 1. Hola mi amigos, you'll please to know I'm now vegetarian. I love a good vegan sausage roll from Greg's. I only ever drink when me and the tricks to get on the sesh at spoons. I love a bit of McAuliffe karaoke.
Hell yeah! That sounds like a squad I want to hang around with. Hell yeah, love that. Thank you. Thank you, Bin Boy Mickey. Series 9 looked so cheap for no apparent reason. It did look cheap. They should just put Subway Surfers next to the episode of the Telly People. Agreed. Oh man, I enjoyed that. Thank you. Thank you for your hilarious donations, and of course Doctor Who Mania as well for your incredibly generous donations, and Malcolm Hope as always, and all of you who have donated. I appreciate you all. All of you that have liked the stream, I hope. I appreciate you, and those of you that have spent your Friday evening with me. It's 10:30. Go get yourself some food and get into bed. All right. And I will get the alcohol ready for tomorrow's stream. We'll watch the Chibnall era video and play some DTDW bingo. And you'll watch me get paralytic because I've not been drinking. So this should be interesting. But hey ho, it's all part of the fun. Yeah, get your donos ready as well for those extra shots. But yeah, looking forward to tomorrow now. I'm going to get to work on my Torchwood video. I've got some scripts to write, so I've got to get on. What if you did a live stream ranking each individual from Series 1, Series 15? Now what you've reviewed every... that's a good idea. I'll consider. I shall be drinking along. What time? Well, it'll be after the football, so I'd say 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. tomorrow. Make sure you've got the notifications on, because it will notify you that I'm going live. I'll have a £5 to spend on shots. Happy days. Remember, $1 will be a sip, or £1 will be a sip. Anything above £1 is a shot. Really pushing the boat out here. Include the clogged toilet in the script. Yeah, don't worry, I'm on it. Can't wait for the Torchwood vid. Yeah, I want to get it out as soon as I can. When's the stream tomorrow? 8 p.m. tomorrow. Right, I'm done now. I'm going. All right, no more questions. I'm not going to answer it. Bollocks, I'll be on a night out. Well, it'll be uploaded as a video, so you can watch back. Goodbye to your liver. I know. It's going to be risky. It's going to be risky. All right, guys. Love you lots. Thank you for joining. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. If not, in my next video. £1 is a shot. Nice try. No. Nice try. See you guys later. Love ya. Bye.
Now that it's done, all night, anything